stream has started. We have the beautiful starting
Let's
soon
go.
screen. You can they can hear us, so you can talk about your day. If there's anything you want to tell to the secret audience who listen here
Who's
immediately.
Here early.
I can see on Twitter
Who
that
waits for it.
Nyx just received the Aza Boutique Women's Cute Cotton
Oh my
Blend
gosh,
Rabbit
that
Ears
was
Hooded Cape. That looks so cute.
Wait, let me see.
Look at this, I posted it in the Twitter. Not Twitter,
Wait,
in
I
the
don't
Discord.
follow next. Let me follow. Quick. Oh, I see. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, and it looks so warm.
I hope it's super warm.
Makes me
It's
wanna.
so cold
Oh,
over
it looks
here.
super warm. Oh, so cute.
Retweet it. Lordo! What's this about a worm?
Hi, Lordo.
Hello, hello.
Woo! Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning,
morning,
good
good
evening,
morning.
good time zones.
Good
Do you know what
everything.
time it is here?
Oh my gosh, it's so
Morning.
early.
Do you wanna know?
Tell me.
Wait, did you sleep?
It's 4 a.m. Well, I slept, but I went to sleep I think like 9 p.m.-ish. But I got up like at midnight for some reason, and I couldn't sleep anymore.
We have this tradition that the guests cannot sleep the night before.
That seems to be the tradition so
Yeah.
far.
Oh,
Except for Ella. Ella slept like a queen. Ella is a strong girl. But Nyx couldn't sleep the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And Biggie couldn't sleep. And the next guest will probably won't be able to sleep as well.
Oh, most likely.
Lordo said Lordo knew that I slept earlier. How'd you know?
He knows everything. He's the
Interesting.
lord of the collection.
Interesting.
Ella is a puppy, of course he
Sus.
sleeps. So let's do some introductions. Hello everyone, hello early listeners. I'm MS Elboim, a D20 Mimic vTuber. I'm doing D&D, tarot reading, this podcast. Hey Biggie! And hey of Alex, Fitcam. Oh yeah, this Fitcam reading. And we join.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Good morning, Biggie. Good morning, everyone.
And let's do the shout outs. I'll do shout outs. Please follow. I'll start with Nyx. Nyx and Pichan, can you write something in chat so I can shout you out easily?
Yes, let's go.
Oh, and
Good
they,
morning.
3 minutes. This is exactly the time for the. Anton, thank you for contributing to the fit cam.
One.
Start with the Nyx shout out, and in 2 minutes I'll give a Peony shout out. Or do you prepare it? And let's wait like a minute so they get out of the ad gel, and then we continue. Did you ladies eat or
They're
drink
in
anything?
jail right now.
Mm-hmm. There's some,
No, I really hopped out of bed and we're here.
Don't forget to get some water, sips of water.
I do have a water bottle here.
Mushrooms need water.
Wait, I should go get something to drink.
Yeah, go
I'll
get,
be right back.
get water, not vodka.
What?
She's doing drunk karaoke streams. She looks innocent, but she's the alcohol queen. Nyx, you don't even wash yourself.
I will afterwards.
Let's go.
It's 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Woo! And for Pichan, I think it's 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
which is great. You get the Nix and Pichan sleeping voice, and
Yeah.
you also get the feeling of a morning show, which is great. Hey, Fedora! Everything
Nick's
is
sleepy
amazing.
voice is
How's
the
your day?
best.
Twitch playing?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
So let's continue the introduction. So I'm MS Elboim. I'm joined by my co-host Nix. Please give us an introduction. Who are you?
Good morning, everyone. I am the other co-host, Nick Leander. I am doing well, and I'm functioning off of 3 hours of sleep.
Woo! And we join.
Putty.
This is the 5th show of this weekly podcast. Can you believe it? We
I
did
can't
five
believe.
weeks straight. Let's go.
I know. I'm very surprised that we're in week 5.
Yeah, time flies. And I can remember every show because of the unique guests. And today, we're joined by the wonderful Peony Astera. Give us an introduction.
Hi everyone, I'm Peony. I'm the alien princess who's now a VTuber on Earth. Let's see. I feel so honored to be here today because every week I've been listening to this stream. It's such a good I don't know, like full of knowledge, I guess, and advices for VTuber kind of stream that I appreciate so much. It's so good. The content is so amazing. So I've been listening, and then if I miss some part, I will go to Mimicans or Nick's channel and then watch VODs.
Thank you, Anton.
Aw.
Praise.
And I still watch it every now and then, again and again. It's
Quick
so
praise. Quick praise, Peony-chan. Peony is
good.
our most dedicated listener. She listens to the podcast every week from start to finish. If she misses, she goes back and listens again. Then she talks with me later about the podcast and before the podcast. When's the podcast gonna be? What you gonna talk about today? She's like such an addicted fan. It's and I want to say these kind
But
of
it's
things.
great, though.
They give so much energy to streamers in general, and to do this podcast more. So I'm like, oh my god, Peony wants the podcast, so we're gonna have to do it.
Well, no, I didn't want to be here. I don't have much advice.
She didn't want
You
to,
know?
but we want her. Definitely want to participate in the show at some point. You're an interesting guy to chat, and we hadn't chatted in the center. Is hey Observer. Observer is gonna play. We're gonna play D&D next week.
Ooh.
Well, the
Uh,
thing is that I work every Thursday morning, like super early in the morning. And if I remember correctly, I think this stream used to be Thursday, no?
Yeah, but this week we could only do Wednesday, and I know that you work Thursdays, so I said this is a
Makes
perfect
sense.
time to bring Peony here.
Well, this week was okay because, well, I used to listen to the podcast on the way to work in the car, like really, just like real legit podcast would be like radio station kind of. I
That's
I
what we
can't really
wanted.
type anything in the chat.
Exactly what we wanted. That's perfect.
Yeah, I know, but like it was such a nice thing to listen to while I'm driving to work and stuff. And then I will still listen to it at work too. But this week, it's like spring break week. So
Oh.
yeah, I'm not working. That's why I'm like, you guys are doing it on Wednesday, 4 a.m. I'm down.
That's why I was like, are you sure you can do 4 a.m.?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Anything for this stream. I'm so honored to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me again.
And it's not just we. Every time we choose we have a list of guests. We think what we want to talk about this week. What's the burning issues in the VTubing industry and community? Because this is really Nameless VTuber podcast. It's about VTubers trying to heal VTubers in a way, deal with all kind of tough situations. And we have an interesting list of topics today. You want to start with the first topic?
Yeah.
Let's see. Where's the topic list? Where is it? Oh my god, streamer lost the topic
Let me
list.
do this because there.
Topic. Our first topic today is did you stream games that you hated or were bad at? So we know that VTubers many times stream games. Sometimes, unfortunately, we stream games that we don't like. And I know that the two of you recently talked about me hating Among Us, and I saved it for this podcast. I do hate Among Us, but I hate Among Us because it's really chaotic, and I feel like if I play Among Us, I have to know every single person. So if I play Among Us with Nix and Peony and Alnichi and Arrow and Observer, people that I know, it will be fun. But usually you get 10 players, many of them I don't know, and it's just chaos. It's not fun for me. The question is, did you stream games that you hate or games that you were really bad at? And how do you deal with that? So Nix, why don't I start with you?
I do have to agree with you, Mimic. Is I like the game Among Us.
Gordon Ramsay,
However,
welcome to the party.
if I play it, I do have to play it with people that I know, and the reason for that is because I've done like Among Us collabs, and I sat through it thinking like, oh, I regret my decision. Oh, I regret playing with these people because I just didn't enjoy it. It was so chaotic. It was just screaming back and forth. And like, I feel like it's normal for Among Us to be like yelling at like other people. But because I didn't know the people, it felt way too chaotic. Like too chaotic to where like you are not having fun. And so ever since then, like anytime someone has asked if I want to play Among Us, Goose Goose Duck, I'm always just kind of like, yeah, let's play it, but who's all joining? And they would tell me the names. And then if I'd be like, okay, I know a majority of the people there, that's okay. Or I've played with them before, then I'd be like, okay, let's play. But if it's like a majority of people who I don't know, I'm gonna be like, no, I'll pass this time. But that's like my take on like large collab games.
Do you have any games that you just hated but you feel like you have to play them for content, for example?
So this is actually really interesting because I do like Apex, Overwatch. Valorant is an iffy. I like them, but I would never stream them. And the reason for that is because I suck. But people keep on asking me to stream it because they want to see, but I'm just like, I don't want to stream it because it's not going to be entertaining at all.
You're lucky the 15, Mr. Ramsey. Thank you for joining us. And chat, please tell us as well if you have games that you didn't like. I remember recently, Pichan and I had a small adventure. She got me the early access to the Diablo 4 beta, and I gave her the key, an old key I had for Baba Is You. And we played Diablo 4 on stream for 12 hours. That was a crazy stream. And actually, a few hours ago, I launched Diablo 2 Resurrected again. And I have to be honest, Diablo 2 is so much, but it's years better than Diablo 4. Diablo 4 needs so much polishing. And in the game, I got really bored. I didn't want to play anymore. But having Peach on there, Peony, chatting with me made the game a lot more tolerable in a way. So I kept playing because I wanted to test the beta, because I wanted to hang out with Pichan, because I wanted to see maybe the game will improve. Overall, I think the game was pretty bad, and this is why I didn't stream it too much afterwards. And Pichan, same, she played Baba Is You. I thought she's gonna like the game, but it was different than what she expected, and she didn't like the game. And Pichan, recently you completed the Horror Mansion. You want to tell us about that?
Oh, for this topic, I don't think. Fortunately, I don't think I stream any games that I didn't like. Well, believe it or not, maybe you thought that I didn't like Spooky's jump scare mansion, but I really enjoyed the game. So I don't think I had that experience yet. But was I bad at it? Yes. But I had fun. I mean, I'm bad at it, but like, it's still fun. I had fun. I don't know.
That's great. You have fun. I remember playing. What was it? I forgot the name. A horror game. Okay, chat. You're gonna help me here. A horror game with the robots. Really famous. I have Nota, Mota, Bota. How did I forget that?
Is it Portal?
No, not that one. A horror game with robots. No, not FNAF. Not that robots. Soma. Nota. Soma. Soma is a really famous horror game that is very lovable, overwhelmingly positive reviews, renowned, and so on. And I thought, you know what? Let's play it on stream. And it was so freaking boring. My God, it was so boring. I yawned on stream, non-stop. People so cute. Hey, Joa, baby.
Chihuahua.
Welcome. Also, a reminder to everyone.
I remember.
This is Nyx and Peony. Please make sure to follow them. They're adorable. Two of my favorite streamers.
Chihuahua, listen to this podcast. It's my honor to be here. I've been listening to their podcast every single week, and it's so helpful. It's full of insights. Like, I'm a huge fan, and then I'm like, oh, can I be here? It's my honor to be here. Listen to their podcast. It's so good. Right now, we're talking about the stream game that we hated or betted, and I was thinking about the time that I had to call you.
Baby, welcome
You know
to
that
the
thing?
party.
Welcome.
Yeah, I do have something to tell,
Tell
about
us.
the game.
Yeah.
Okay. So a few weeks ago, actually last year, I think it was last year, Jua asked me, Peony, do you want to play Overcooked too? And I was like, oh yeah, it looks fun. Let's do. And then I did. I collabed with Jua and 2 other VTubers, and it was so bad. Like, I couldn't play it because it was so overwhelming. Everything was like flying and falling, and I was like, I didn't even know which character I was most of the time because everyone is like moving very busy, and I'm like, I was so overwhelmed to the point that I didn't talk much. That my collab partners, including Jua, they were constantly asking me like, Pio, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I just don't know what I'm doing, right? Like, all my focus and attention was like focusing on like, what am I doing in here? So I was like so overwhelmed. But after the collab was over, Jua was so kind to check with me again, like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just so confused and overwhelmed. I couldn't do it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm really bad with playing games. I'm really not familiar with playing most of the games. So I told you all that I'm so sorry. But next time, let's do it again. Next time it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna learn how to play this game. And then this year, Joa asked me again, hey, Pio, you ready for another Overcooked collab? And I was like, yes, let's do it. And then this time I'm like, I'm gonna show up prepared. So I asked other friends to put me through Overcooked 2 boot camp where they're gonna teach me how to play this game. So I played the game with them for 4 hours trying to learn how to play, but I was so stressed. And I got quiet again during the boot camp. And they're like, are you okay? Hio, are you okay? You're not talking at all. And I'm like, I can't talk. I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, all my attention goes to playing this game. I can't talk. Like, this is so hard. I'm so stressed. So after 4 hours, my friends advised me that, okay, maybe you shouldn't do this collab because, like, if it's gonna be like this, you're gonna be stressed. You shouldn't be playing a game that you don't enjoy. So I actually, after hearing that, I went to Mimic and asked for some advice. Mimic, do you remember?
Yeah, I actually hope that you're gonna tell this story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Because that's a really interesting story. I think this is one of the reasons I wanted you here. I wanted to make this today game themed because I have kind of the same experience with Overcooked. When I play Overcooked with my friends and they loved it. First time my friend told me about Overcooked, 4 people in a kitchen and you have to scream at each other. I thought this is a great game. I would love that. But then I felt like I have to command everyone because I'm like I don't wanna, you know, oh, I'm a natural born leader and so on, but I have to take control, and I'm a bit control freak, so I have to tell people, hey, you do the dishes, you cut the tomatoes, you do this, you do that, and I feel like it works. But if I stop doing that, then people go all over the place, at least with my friends. And they start doing other things. Someone needs to command everyone. And I didn't want to do that. But if I didn't do it, nobody would do it. It became really tiring, to the point that I enjoyed watching them play without me. And we even did 4 players playing. 1 player screams at everyone and commands them. So we got a 5th player who is not playing the game, just telling everyone what to do. And that was a bit more fun, a bit more interesting. Maybe we can do that on stream. Pichan, we will play and you will not play. We'll just scream.
No,
You're not gonna
play
play.
Overcooked.
No, you're not.
Play Overcooked.
You're not playing. You're just screaming at
I'm
us.
gonna be
Do
telling
this, do
people
that.
what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
You love telling people what to do. That's perfect for you. And if people don't
That is
listen to
not
you,
true.
anyone who doesn't listen to you get a punishment. And every round, you choose the person who listened to you the most, and they get points. And the person who didn't listen to you, they get a punishment.
I don't know. This sounds very hostile.
What I'm saying is that
that.
if there's games that you don't like playing, it's completely okay to either stop playing them or spin around, make it a bit more fun for you. So Soma, I played 4 hours and I really thought I'm gonna finish it. But after a week, I just uninstalled the game. I couldn't even launch the game. I was just 4 more hours of yawning. No, thank you. And I think you had the same experience with Overcooked. Like, I launch it again, I play with people, there's chaos and screaming. Maybe it's better to just not do anything.
Yeah,
Play
so
something
I
else.
was like,
remember
I
that.
only had like 2 options at the point. Either suck it up and wear a mask and pretend like I'm enjoying it and then continue collabing with Jua, or be honest and tell Jua about my situation and ask for forgiveness that I'm stepping down as a collabing partner, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, which one is better? And I was debating a lot, but in the end, I was like, you know, I'm gonna tell Jua like how it is, and I send her a message, Jua, like, when do you have time? Can I like talk to you in BC? And she was getting nervous. She was like, what is this about? And I'm like, Jua, please don't worry.
Teacher, welcome
It's
to the
okay.
party.
And then I talked to her on Discord, like to Joa. I was like, Joa, like, I love you. I care about you. I love collabing with you, but this is not the game that I enjoy. I really can't do it. And I try so hard. But I just can't do it. Please forgive me. And she's like, is there any other game that you enjoy? And I'm like, you know what? Like, the reason that I agreed to play Overcooked was that it looked so similar to Played Up. I know how to play Played Up, and I actually enjoy Played Up. I just don't understand how I can enjoy Overcooked as a person who enjoys playing Played Up. And she's like, wait a minute. Okay, then let's play Played Up. And I was like, can we? And she's like, yeah, let me ask other people. And then she asked the other people. And then they're like, yeah, let's play instead of Overcooked, let's play Played Up. And I was like, yes! And I really enjoyed collabing with Jua, playing Played Up. I don't know what Jua feels about, but I think I had lots of fun and I didn't have to ruin anything.
I think you can
didn't
see
have to cancel.
what Jua says in chat. I fell in love with Pio all over when Pio talked to me about like bootcamp and tell me Overcooked so stressed. Overcooked so stressed!
I am traumatized by that game. I can't. Like, I spent like 4 hours trying to like it so hard, but it's just traumas.
Sometimes you can't force it. I have this series of point-and-click adventure games by Wadjet Eyes. And you would assume it's the same company, every game is going to be the same or better than the other. But some of them, I play half a game and I just can't do it anymore. And some of them, I love them and I play them non-stop until I finish them. It's a hit or miss. And it's completely okay to stop, because if it's a game that you don't enjoy as a streamer, your chat will see that. They will feel that.
Yeah, I believe so. I didn't think of that. I was like, okay, maybe I can just suck it up and then like pretend like I enjoy it, but people are not stupid.
Yeah,
People
they
can
see that.
see through you.
When,
Yes.
when I played The Binding of Isaac, people see how stupidly happy I am. There's a big smile on my face and I don't care what happens and I just have chaotic fun. But same with if I play games that are boring or sleepy or not my type of game. There was something I wanted to say, I forgot. Nix, there was any game that you were really bad at or hated and you felt like, oh, that's what I wanted to say. Many people ask me to play the famous games, Apex, Valorant, Fortnite, Minecraft. The reason I don't play them is because I just don't like those kind of games. I'm 30, I'm gonna be 37 next week, actually. And I grew up with the internet.
Next week?
Yeah, my Hebrew birthday is next week, and then the national one. Let's say my moon birthday is next week, and my sun birthday is next month. So I got a whole month of birthday. I didn't prepare.
Wow.
You know what? Happy early birthday! Maybe
Yeah,
good.
happy early birthday.
When I made a day, Mimic said,
Wow.
if you like the game from the start, you can continue playing it. If you don't like it from the start, don't play more. It won't get better. I completely, yes, I still stand by that. If it's not good, same with TV shows. If it's not good at first, it's not gonna get better. I remember my all my friends and my family members, my brothers, watched Breaking Bad, and they told me, "Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Oh my god, every season is so. You have to watch for the third season. It gets better." I watched everything, and to be honest, the first season is the best, and it just gets worse every season. That's my opinion. That's at least what I think, and many people don't agree with me, but that's my opinion. And maybe because they hyped it so much, I expected more. Come with low expectations. That's the best advice for games as well. Yeah, if you don't, if I play Fortnite, if I play Minecraft, I don't think I will enjoy it, and I don't want to disappoint people who really want me to enjoy, which is kind of hilarious because this is the reason Pichan doesn't play Baba Is You, because she in a way doesn't want to disappoint me because I gave her the key. Although I told her I want to see her suffer. That's the that's the reason.
Yeah, I tried to play the game during stream and then I unpublished the VOD.
And I want to see it so badly because I want to see her suffer.
No, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
In a way, when I gave her the key, I knew it was a bad choice. I knew it was too much for her. But I wanted to see her react to the game. I didn't complete the game. It's really hard at one point.
I'm curious what game this is now.
Called Baba Is You. It's Baba Is You. I would call it the hardest and the best puzzle game I've ever played. It's every stage breaks your head and forces you to think out of the box in new ways. And the game breaks the rules and breaks the fourth wall. It's a really, really, really good design game. But it's really hard. It's
I couldn't do it. It was like as if I was lacking the part of brain that is required to solve questions like Baba Is You. I just don't have. I felt like I just don't have that part of the brain.
That's why chat might help you, but maybe chat put pressure on you.
No, chat was telling me like what to do, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. So I gave up. Sometimes I accept 200% backseating when I play games. I do. Like I want people to help me because I'm just so bad at playing games, right? But when it's like 100% guided, I feel like I'm burdening my viewers.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, so I don't wanna do that.
As a viewer, I can tell you that the chat loves it. They love taking care of the streamer like babysitters. And when I get completely backseated by my chat, I love it. I go to point and click adventure games. I stand on the screen. I don't know what to do. Chat, look at this, look at this, look at that. Tell me what to do. And they help me. Sometimes they go on voice chat and help me. And it's so fun to work together. And in a way admit that, hey, I'm too stupid for this. Please help me. Thank you for the hydrate. Drink, ladies. Drink water.
Thank you for the hydrate and stretch and posture.
Let's stream.
Stretch. For example,
Stretch.
this week, Peony and Alnichi joined me and watched me play one of the best games ever made, Barney's hide and seek game
Oh my gosh.
from 1993.
No.
And it's a really
We
hard
didn't
game.
agree. We didn't agree.
They didn't know.
No.
I did not ask for consent. I just told them, you're gonna watch me play a game. And they did it. Best collabs, like Unix, instant collabs. It worked.
Instant collabs.
Yeah. And we were chatting for like 5 hours in that collab.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah. But before that, we did like 1 hour of playing the Barney game. And we completed the game twice. One time we completed the game, and the second time the game completed itself.
Oh,
Yeah, don't ask.
you make me want to
No.
ask now.
You gotta watch the stream later. The thing is that the game was really hard. I mean, you have to look for children who are lost, and as Barney, you have to find them. And sometimes you will like, you would know Barney tells he's a lost child, but you don't know where the child is.
No,
Like,
Mimic is lying. It's not a hard game.
And
It's for kids, like small children, like 8 years old or
all children
so.
are small.
Like even grade school kids probably wouldn't play that game.
Alcian, thank you. Here's a 10 jumping jacks for you with my sore
Wow,
body.
thanks
still.
for the sub. Pachi
Jumping
pachi.
jack time.
7,
Jumping jack
8,
time.
9, 10. That's the cost of this podcast being on my channel. My body is still sore from the fitness stream I did with Pichan on Saturday.
Oh, you still
Oh.
sore?
Yeah.
I'm okay now.
Because I went all out because I was like, no, I gotta do more jumping jacks than Pichan. I gotta do more because they watch me on a face cam. Yeah, I gotta do push-ups. Hey, Alstrian. It's a good sore. Nix,
Yes.
there has to be a game that you played that you suffered.
I'm trying to think. There hasn't been any where I've played where I said I don't want to play again, other than like Among Us as like a big group.
Mhm.
I'm really trying to think because like all the games that I know I won't play is I don't play already.
You know, this is actually a
Like
good
I play off
segue.
stream.
Is a good segue to number 2, which is very similar to this. That's, will you join collabs that you don't like? So Among Us, for example.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's say people invite you to Among Us. I know at this point, if someone invites me to Among Us, play Bad Mojo on stream. Yeah. Oh my god, you have to play Bad Mojo. I'm waiting for it to be a discount, then I'll send it to her.
Wait, Mimic, I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm thinking next week I'm about to do Among Us collab. Would you like to join my Among Us collab?
I need to know who are the players.
No, you're not gonna know anyone except me.
Anyone except you. Okay, I'll tell you a story. My first Among Us collab was with Izu. And I love Izu. And she told me we're gonna play with her community. And I was down to it. I said, okay, let's play with her community. That's, I think, the first time Alstrian was on my stream. It was basically me and Alstrian chatting. He told me what to do because I had no idea how to play Among Us. And I was joking, trying to reject being asked. No. I think this is great. You asked perfectly, so I can deal with the question live. I love it. And I didn't like that collab. I hated it because Izu was the only one I knew, and I didn't know anyone else. It was just not fun. People were screaming at each other, not listening. It was really not fun. Now you ask again. I really want to. I want to collab with Pichan, and I know I can guess that in there will probably be your friends like Kes and Hanyo. And,
Wait, last time I played Among Us with people, we weren't supposed to talk. So I don't know how people are playing. I guess I never watched the other people playing Among Us on stream. But when I was playing with friends, they told us that nobody should be talking until the meeting
Yeah.
time.
I'm talking about the meeting. I mean, when it's not meeting in Among Us, you just walk around and talk with your chat. When it is meeting,
Right.
everybody's screaming at each other. And there's all kind of inconveniences.
Mhm.
This game of player elimination. So if I go and see Peony and I kill Peony, she's out of the game until we're done with the round. I hate that system so much.
Oh, I see.
I don't like it. And if I'm killed, like say round 1, I'm just out of the game now. Maybe I need to go
Well,
into...
then maybe you should have been good, get good, and then he should have dead.
Yeah. So what I did, I just muted the game and I muted everyone in Discord, and I was talking with my chat, and that's also fun. But I feel like I'm out of the collab. Like I'm not collabing with. Now, for example, all 3 of us we chat, we collab, but in Among Us, it's like we're not really collabing. Everyone plays with themselves, and sometimes we meet other people. It's weird.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because like it's different when you're playing with like your friends that you know everyone.
Yeah.
Because then you can still have fun by like looking at other people, like, oh, who's gonna kill this person, or who's gonna go after this person, or who did I think it was, and then have fun that way. But when it's with people you don't know who they are, you can't tell what their personality like, what their gameplay is like, and you're just kind of sitting there watching as if you're watching someone else's stream, because you don't know what's going on, because you're already dead, or the person who you know is already dead. And then when I was doing it, I wasn't streaming at the time. I was playing it off stream, and so I kind of just ended up going on my phone when I died.
Oh yeah. If you go on your phone during a game, that's a really big sign that you're bored.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like that's like,
makes
again,
sense.
I'll play Among Us, I'll play Goose Goose Duck, but it has to be with people who I know and who I've played with before.
Makes sense.
To your question, Pichan, I will maybe say yes, but I won't stream.
No, I was joking.
No, I'm answering seriously. I would say yes. I won't stream. I might stay for like 1 hour or 2 hours, and I might open Yu-Gi-Oh in the background and play when I'm done. So I could do something else at the same time.
I can't blame you for doing that.
At least he's being honest.
Because I'm honestly trying to figure out how to deal with that. But it's only because I have many people who I can collab with instead right now, and many other options. When I started streaming, I didn't have anything, and then I remembered a tip. Someone did a video about how to be a good streamer, and I think they talked about Mr. Beast. I'm not sure. Or Ludwig, one of them, and they said that person said yes to anything. They were awake 24/7 and said yes to any collab, Phasmophobia, Among Us, anything, yes. And they were everywhere. So I said, I'm gonna say yes to everything and be everywhere. But then I played Jackbox with people that I don't know, and Gartic Phone with people that I don't know, and Among Us with people that I don't know. It's not fun to play with people that you don't know. But sometimes it's really hard to schedule with people. You know what? Let's be also honest. I want to collab with streamers more than I want to collab with viewers, right? If you play with your community in Discord, could be many great people like Lord of Collection, Harry My Burger, Anton, but could also be I don't know, Dark Naruto 1234, who we never met before, but he's in the Discord or something like that. And if it's something like Fall Guys, the Fall Guys collab I did recently was really fun because it was me and my close friends on voice chat. And anyone from the chat could join us. And people went in and said, can I join voice chat? I said, no, the voice chat is only for friends because we don't want it to be too chaotic.
Yeah. And that's good that you did it like that.
Smell a boffa. Are you ready, everyone? What is a boffa?
Huh?
Teach us, enlighten us.
Please tell us, what is a boffa? We don't know.
Yes, enlighten us.
Enlighten us. By the way, Nix, what's the name of that band that starts with Imagine?
Imagine Dragons?
Imagine Dragon is nuts!
Oh no, Nix, you fell for this!
I forgot where this was headed to.
I heard this joke like 7 times already.
I forgot what I
I
was
can't
reading
do this. Can we put Mimic in jail?
This is not jail.
Yes.
I gotta say though, when every time someone goes in my chat and does a Disney Nut jokes, I give it to them. Like, what is C? What is Ligma? Tell me. Just love it.
I forget. I
can't.
forget.
I can't. I can't.
So, was there any recent collab? You don't have to say names. Recent collabs that you were invited to that you really were conflicted whether to join them or not?
Me? I don't
both
think
of you.
so. Also, like, so I came up with this, I guess, I don't know, a strategy that before I do any kind of collab, I try to talk to the person first for a while and then even do the VC voice chat and then we discuss and then it's kind of like you're trying to get to know the person first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we also talk about, hey, just in case it gets awkward during the collab, can we come up with some topics that we can talk about? So last night, actually, I did a collab with Ricky for the first time. And I didn't really know him, but I think I learned a lot about him past week because we are constantly talking almost every day on Discord, talking about the details of the how the collab is gonna be, and we talk about, hey, what about we talk about this when we have nothing else to talk about, like while playing the game, and then like how about our favorite snack, favorite guilty pleasure, the hobbies, like why did we start VTubing, and then the list was so long. But the thing was that like not only that I got to know so much about him, even before the collab day, but the game itself was so fun, and I was already feeling really comfortable with Ricky because I've been talking to him for a while. So it was very successful. So I think it's a good strategy that you try to get to know the person first before you commit to any collab. And then if you are talking to the person 1 week before the collab, and then if you see any red flags, it's not too late to cancel it, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't get, it doesn't turn out to be the disastrous collab stream. So that's what I'm doing these days. And I think so far it's working out very well. And it's just like helped me to appreciate the collab partners even more.
That's good.
I didn't do new collabs in a few months now. I'm focusing more on the people that I know and like. But I think in the last 2 weeks I got some new people who asked me for collabs or people that I approached, and some of them like Spade. I didn't know Spade. He went to my chat. He asked for a collab multiple times, and I said yes. And we played Skullgirls, and actually it was really nice. But I think we talked about this last week. It was a big risk for me because I didn't know anything about Spade. I never spoke with him. And this is a good segue to a topic we will speak about later in the next hour, which is what to do with special viewers like raiders or subscribers who ask for stuff. Like, do you feel more compelled to do that? Because Spade raided me with 5 viewers, and I was like, oh, now I gotta collab with him. And in retrospect,
that feeling of obligation.
Yes, and in retrospect, I don't know if this should have been something to consider. I should have done research like Peony. Should have gone to his stream and see and be honest. I like that. I don't like that. Aki, I did a collab with Aki. Aki is different. Aki, I chased after Aki for a collab for like 6 months now. I knew there's another Israeli VTuber. I got a collab with her, and I chased Aki like to hell and back, like I chased Peony. Thankfully with Nyx, I didn't need to do the chasing. She was cooperative, unlike other people. But some people, I got some collab requests recently that I don't know the people too much. They're new streamers or don't really stream a lot. And to be fair, I wanna join a collab because I wanna do half the job. I don't wanna do more. I don't wanna take care of my stream and take care of someone else's stream at the same time. And I don't have to do it. But when you collab with someone who's inexperienced, they will have issues. They will have tech issues, chat issues. They sometimes will talk with their chat and not with you. Something that unfortunately happens a lot. And it's not fun to stream with someone not professional.
Oh yeah, so that's like another thing that I discussed with the people that I'm about to do collab with. I tell them like, hey, do you mute yourself when you talk with the chat? If you would, that would be great. Or I discuss it. Like, if you're gonna do that, please mute. And then please be mindful that I'm also here. We're supposed to talk, things like that. If you discuss it beforehand, I think it wouldn't end up being so bad.
I think, with everyone that I know some people who they mute regardless when they're collabing with other people because they find it rude. Whereas I know I've streamed with other people who they talk to their chat without muting. And I think it also has to do with like how active their chat is.
Also something did I talk about it with Pichan or with Alinchi? I think there's Tits, the Twitch integrated throwing system. I hate this system. I think it's one of the worst thing that a VTuber can add. It's good when you stream by yourself. It's great interaction with the chat. Whenever you collab with someone,
what is it? I don't know what that is.
You know when you can throw stuff at the streamer and they get hit by a bone or like a
the interactive thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I got it.
Imagine we're streaming.
No, you talked about this last week. You talked about it last week. I remember.
We also talked about it on the podcast too.
Yeah, I hate tits.
Yeah, I remember because I was listening.
I love boobs, not tits. But seriously, I talk about this, I think with Alnichi this morning or yesterday, that she watched, or maybe it was Pichan, either one of them. She watched the interview I did with Miu, and the tit system chat kept interrupting by throwing stuff. And the viewers cannot listen to me because the streamer is kept getting hit by stuff. And chat is in a way disrespectful because they keep interrupting the collab and basically asking for attention. So similar to muting yourself on Discord when you are collabing with someone, which what I do, I don't want to forget to unmute myself. Like Valdis, for example, she constantly forgets to unmute herself, which is hilarious. I don't want this to happen, so I just type to my chat. And you can see it today, for example, when someone joins and one of you is speaking, I just say welcome to the stream in chat, which I think is a better way to deal with that.
I did notice that the first time, and I'm just kind of like, this is a good idea because like I don't want to have to ignore the chat during the podcast, and like typing back is a good way to still stay interactive with the chat, but then respect the other people who are here.
Exactly. So let's say you get a request to join a collab that you don't want to do.
So here's the thing, Mimic. People don't ask me for collabs. I'm the one who asked for collabs. I haven't really had that many people ask me for collabs, so I can't really say like if someone asks me for a collab and it's something that a game I don't like, because I feel like most of the time people would ask me what I want to play and vice versa. Or if it's with someone who I don't know, I would just tell them like, let's get to know each other first. But I haven't had anyone ask me for a collab and I said no because it just hasn't happened. Like I don't know why. I'm always the one who's reaching out for collabs.
I wanted to say something, I forgot.
I was like been trying to think like, has there been a time someone has reached out for me in a collab? And I'm just like, I don't think so, because I always tend to reach out to people and
He's
see
really
if they're
welcome to
available
the
to
party.
stream or to collab.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time it's people who I have watched their streams, I've talked to them offline, I've played with them offline, or they're constantly in my chat, I'm constantly in their chat. Like I have constant interaction with them.
We got hydrate and stretch.
Thank you.
But still,
But yeah, I don't have a time where someone asked me for a collab and I didn't like it.
Burger says something. In Peony's stream, there's the hyper, fiber, just a long chanting whenever she gets a subscriber. And when she got 10 subscribers, it goes really, really long. And the person who gives her the subscribers can some kind of feel bad. And this is why I don't have long chanting and clips to distract the viewers, and why I don't use the clip system.
actually, I don't mind because it's, first of all, I love the chant.
Yeah.
Second, it's a great opportunity for chat to learn the chant. You know, because repetition is the key, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys listen to it 5 times, that means that you guys should know now. So next time, you all can do it. So like, no, I don't intend to change it. It's great. So no, like, Burger, don't feel bad. I enjoyed it. It's great. So my question now is, Burger, can you do the chant? If your answer... What is a giant mustache?
I gotta return of the mustache. So I gotta put this on.
Wait, please don't put it on me. Just put it on yourself.
They didn't say on who, so how about I put it on Nyx?
Oh.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. Oh my god. It's like our daughter.
Oh my
so
gosh. Cute.
It's basically the spy anime. What's the name? Forget the spy anime name. Anya.
Waku waku.
Waku waku.
Pink mustache.
So cute.
I gotta get a pink mustache for that. She's so sweet, right? Spy Kids. Yeah, that movie, yes.
I was thinking Spy
Wait,
Kids,
it's a spy family.
Boss baby.
So bad.
Okay, let's move on to number 3, which is a big topic. And might be a bit controversial. We're gonna do our best to be very cautious. And we're not going to mention any specific games. But I'm sure all of you will think
games or names.
Yeah. Will you stream controversial games? And I have a few examples. So we're not gonna talk about Hogwarts Legacy. That's the last biggest controversial games. Before that, there was a controversy with Phasmophobia. One of the developers of Phasmophobia had an issue with one of the Discord mods, and the game got bombarded by negative reviews on Steam. And there was a moment, actually it was when I first streamed Phasmophobia. Luckily nothing happened. But I actually thought, do I stream Phasmophobia or not? Because I have a schedule. I scheduled to stream Phasmophobia with Pisu. And during the week that we were supposed to play the game, there was a controversy around it. So, regardless Harry Potter or not Harry Potter, would you stream a game that is a controversy at this moment? Would you take that risk?
So
I personally think... Oh, go ahead.
No, Nyx, you go first.
It's paid. I'll roll a die. Nyx, you go first.
I think it really depends on what the game is. Because I've streamed Phasmophobia quite often. I think if it was a new game that had controversy, I think it's 50-50, I'll be honest. I think I would decide what the controversy is and decide whether or not I would be comfortable streaming it. I think that's what the main thing is. I would see if I'm comfortable streaming it, and if I am comfortable streaming it, I would. But if I'm not comfortable because of maybe the backlash other people have gotten or the controversy behind it. I probably wouldn't stream it. I'd probably just play it in my Discord and stream it to people in my Discord. Because I know there's been many people who they've expressed their concern with certain games, and they in the end just kind of said, "Screw it, I'm gonna play it anyways." And in the end, it worked out really well for them.
Yeah.
Other people I know played a controversial game.
I tried to concentrate on what she's saying, but the mustache takes me out of focus.
What happened?
They try to focus on what Nix is saying, but the mustache takes them out of focus. But Burger,
it's not her fault that she's cute.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Watches her
You're
clothes
cute.
so much.
You're so
take off the mustache. Mimic, why'd you do that?
It's a redeem. We got redeemed to wear something. I have to do it. It's the channel rules.
Okay.
Like you're chanting.
Well, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes.
No, it's a redeem until the end of the stream.
Oh my gosh.
It's 800 points. People save points, you know? It's expensive.
Yeah. I don't think this is the first time I've had a mustache, actually.
Not even the first time Peachan had a mustache. We had a mustache for half the Diablo stream.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't mind back then, but like looking back at the VOD, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate it so much.
I think it matches. For me, I feel like it matches it, but it makes it so funny.
Yeah, it looks so good with the coat. Harry Burger says, my opinion is outside of really bad examples. I think people being attacked for playing certain games is unacceptable and worse than most supposed controversies. I would do so if I was streaming solo for a day. That way, any backlash is directed to me and not my friends.
Yeah.
Whether the game was an issue or not, going to harass people who are playing game is completely unacceptable. In my opinion, that's not doing anything. Like, whatever the cause is, you're ruining it, in my opinion. If you're going to go and harass people, that's not the right way to, spread whatever they should. No, don't do it to me. I don't want mustache.
I'm forced.
Who did this? Who redeemed this?
It's the channel rules.
A pink mustache? Do you have a pink one?
I'll make a pink one.
Wait, I don't want to have a mustache.
I'm sorry, channel rules.
Wait, put it on the mushroom.
No, they specifically said it's gonna be on Peony.
Who did this? Why'd you do that? I'm gonna cry.
Don't worry, we're gonna give you a beautiful mustache. It's gonna look like your hair.
I don't want one. No!
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god.
I don't want it.
It's adorable.
That's cute.
Anton, cancel it.
If Anton, it's perfect.
No, it's not perfect.
It's so cute.
Terrible.
Monsieur Peony, what is your wisdom?
Pink mustache.
Anton says I can't cancel it. Yes, you can. Yes,
It's
you
adorable.
can.
Clearly.
Cancel it.
You see, I really think
we need to make this fair. Mimic needs a mustache.
they need to redeem it again. I think chat is top priority. When you think about games, even if you suffer sometimes, as long as you can interact with the chat and chat enjoys, chat is the top priority. This is why I do all this nonsense like wear something. Sometimes people will come in the stream and tell me wear something. It's something I don't want to wear right now. Like, it looks annoying or something like that. I do it anyway because it's as VTubers, as live streamers, I think our interaction with the chat is the most important one. And maybe this is the reason that I will not play controversial games. Because I don't want chat to feel uncomfortable. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable with stuff that happens. I want to have fun. I want chat to have fun.
I completely agree. So I guess the most controversial like a game of the year is something that I think we're all thinking the same game
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
the Hogwarts Legacy
Yeah.
one.
I think it's just that for me at least, I care about people in my community, and I was very concerned about how my action will affect the people around me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I don't want to hurt them. And I wanted to always make them feel like I'm an ally. But if I play this game, I'm pretty sure there are people who don't care. There might be people who care, and then there might be people who don't care whether people play the game or not.
Mhm.
But I always wanted to represent myself as an ally, and then I want to show them that they can trust me, and then I wanted them to feel safe around me.
Yeah.
And then to me, it's just an entertainment. And then I care about how they feel. My entertainment is a lower priority for how they feel. When I compare my entertainment, my needs for entertainment is definitely lower priority to me. How they feel about me is higher priority for me. This is my opinion. So I'm like, I will gladly giving up on playing games so that people that I care around me can feel safe and comfortable. So that was my rationale for not playing the game at all. But I don't mind if people actually buy the game and play it. Well, that's them, right? But like, I'm never gonna go and harass people who are playing the game saying that, oh, you're a terrible person. No, I will never do that. But at the same time, if I care about the people in my community, I don't want them to feel uncomfortable, just like what Mimic-kun said. I want them to feel safe. I want them to understand that I'm a safe person that they can trust and then feel safe around me because I care about how they feel.
I think I can. When Wizards Unite, no, Hogwarts Legacy came out, actually Wizards Unite as well, the Pokemon Go version. In both cases, I couldn't activate. I couldn't even play the game, even if I wanted to, because my computer is not, or phone was not strong enough. I cannot even run the game, so there was no reason to buy it. And I remember talking with a friend. They want to stream the game, but they didn't know if they should. Maybe they get hate raids and so on. And I also thought, do I even take the chance? Even if I could stream that, would I? And then I talked with a few people who are in favor of playing the game and a few people who are against playing the game. And I thought, you know what? It's not even worth it. And slowly I started seeing more and more clips of the game, and I don't know if the opinions of people around me have influenced me or not, but now I don't even want to play the game because the game looks bad. Looks so mediocre and unentertaining. And I think it's similar to what happened to me with AI art. So when novel AI came out, I thought, oh my god, this is such a genius idea. But then I spoke with a few people a few artists who were very against it. Against it in a way that they posted on Twitter, if you support AI art, I'm gonna block you or unfollow me and stuff like that. And I thought, this is a bit too radical, right? You cannot fight AI. But they talked with me, I talked with them, and then I saw that the AI art currently, contrary to what I believe, they did not ask for permission, just steal the art from websites on the internet without permission, and they use that. Hey, Mimi got a mustache. Let's go. Thank you, Anton, for
Let's
completing
go,
the set.
blue mushroom, blue mustache.
Yeah, I'll make it blue. And now I cannot even look at AI art. I see AI art on Twitter. I immediately recognize it's AI, and it is completely disgusting. I can't. I don't even want to look at it. So I don't know if this is because of what I've been told, or because I just see too much AI art. I just had it. But
It could be a mix of both, honestly.
yeah.
No, in the end, it's like AIs don't have feelings, but artists people do.
Mm-hmm. But then, like, at the same time, like, I'm not saying like anyone is right. I think everyone should respect each other's decision on whether or not you like it or not.
Mm-mm.
Like, I think that's another important thing is like respecting other people's decision. Just because you like one thing doesn't mean that everyone else is gonna agree with what you like. But you shouldn't go and witch hunt them because they don't like or they do like something.
No, absolutely not. Like witch hunting, bullying, harassing is not gonna.
Mhm.
It's not gonna do anything.
I think that's something we all
You
agree
don't-
in. Witch hunting, bullying is completely off the rail. Would you?
And you don't
would you
get
take the
anything
risk?
from it either.
Yeah. I mean, you get
But at the same time, if you're
you get the
like,
feeling.
okay, so
you
if
get the
you're
feeling that you're a
individual-
social justice warrior. You get a feeling like you've done something, even if you didn't do anything.
Well, as an individual player, you can play whatever you want without consequences. But if you're a streamer, I think there are things that are expected, and then things that you would like to present to yourself. Like, how would you like to be perceived as a person who? It's something that you need to decide, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I want to
Mm.
be an ally? Do I want to play this game because I want to play it? And then, I think it's up to everyone. Like, if you're a streamer, I think there's like a little more time that you need to give yourself to think about, like, do I want to play this game as a streamer? And it's something that everyone needs to decide for themselves.
Yeah.
Let's just
I
hope that
think
games don't
discretion-
get controversies and we can play them without having these worries.
Yeah.
Nix, go.
I think discretion is also a really important factor when it comes to this as well. Because if you go into the game not telling your chat, your viewers, your perspective of the game, saying like, hey, I'm just playing this because I really enjoy it. I am not associating myself with any of the drama, the comments, or anything that is being portrayed about the game right now. I just want to enjoy it as the game without any negative connotation. Thank you. I think that there itself also makes a difference. Whereas if you just go into the game, play it, and then make your comments at the end, it kind of makes it seem like you're doing it just so that you don't get the hate for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Burger says something amazing. Controversial could extend to games with unfiltered voice chat. I know that some people never stream Call of Duty for that reason. That's a very big danger if you play a game with unfiltered chat, voice chat. Or if you play stuff like...
What does that mean? I don't understand. What's
you go to
unfiltered voice chat?
You go to the game and people on the internet can talk with you in a voice chat.
Uh-huh.
And they basically, they are heard on your stream. So someone can say all kind of nasty things and it goes on your stream and you can't control what people say. Same with
makes sense.
Same with playing Among Us or Gartic Phone with your viewers. You never know what they might say or draw, and who can join voice chat out of nowhere.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
One of the worst
I guess it's never really happened to me.
One of the worst things that I see happen to other people is that when they play these kind of games with their community, with an open Discord, anyone can join the game. Everyone can join. If it's something like Fall Guys, everyone can. Here's the code on screen, and if everyone can join, that's fine. Because in Fall Guys, they can't do anything to harass your stream. But if it's a Discord voice chat, anyone can join. You see our PNG reactive? There's people can change that to a porn image.
I see.
And then they report your channel, and your channel get blocked immediately. People can say stuff, and they can say all kind of weird things. Let's say someone really hates Nyx, goes right now and say Nyx supports this and that thing, and then goes away. That's enough to cause damage. People can say the N words, insult groups, and so just things like that happen. And that's why as streamers, I think the worst thing you can do is invite random people to a chat. This is why I have a waiting room in my. This is why I have a waiting room in my Discord, and I manually drag people that I want on stream.
That's smart, though. That's smart if you do it like that.
I really recommend doing that if at all you play with your viewers.
Mimic needs to protect his viewers.
Also protect myself, my channel. I don't want to get cancelled. I want my channel to be terminated.
Yeah, that's another thing. Shall we move on to the next one, or is there another? Let's see. I don't think there's any.
We covered this pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Topic number 4. Yeah, which is a good segue from this one as well.
Yeah.
Have you been bullied by your chat?
Yeah.
To the point.
I'm getting bullied right now. I'm wearing this pig mustache that I don't want to wear. It's happening right now.
Have you been bullied by chat to the point that you wanted the chat to stop? And I think, Izu, hello. We were just talking about you, Izu. This is Koniko Izu.
Welcome, Izu.
We're talking a lot about Izu today. There's a streamer that I have. They said gibberish in Russian. No, Anton. Next time, it's okay. Don't no. Oh wait, Anton knows Russian. Okay, I'll trust. I'll trust Anton. So, there's another streamer who was talking with me, and they said that their chat is constantly bullying them to the point that they just don't feel like streaming. And I asked them, how do you treat your chat? And they said, no, fine. And I watched their stream, and they constantly bully their chat. They ban or time out people in the chat. They say, oh, I'm gonna kick you, I'm gonna ban you from a channel, I'm gonna do this, do that. They constantly bully their chat, and chat brings that back. So I was wondering if anything like this happened to you too.
No, I think fortunately, I don't think I never had any experiences like that. Everyone has been so nice, and then if I'm saying something like, "Oh, I'm getting bullied," it's just all joke. If I am really annoyed, thinking that I'm really bullied, then I think I will really take an action to end it, and then not do anything and complain. But fortunately, I don't think I have had that kind of experience.
What about you, Nyx?
The only time that I can think about being bullied by chat when they were, I wouldn't really even call it bullying, but they were just kind of having fun in their own way. Is when they spammed my hydrate redeem. And that was a stream where they spammed it 46 times. Which is when I had to I had to put a time limit on it. But other than that, there hasn't been any times where I felt as if my chat was bullying me, or even anyone in my chat was bullying me.
I
What
think
about you?
Burger is saying
Unfortunately,
that
certain personalities are vulnerable to that and may attract bad people in chat. Eventually, chat will walk all over them if they let it happen. And that's why having good friends while streaming is important.
I completely agree to that.
Because like if you allow for it to happen, that's going to allow for everyone else to think that it's okay to do it at that moment,
exactly.
and to continue to do it in the future as well. So it also depends on whether the streamer allows that interaction, allows that bullying,
or even
if it's
encourages
a
that.
joke.
Yeah. You have to remember that as community leaders and streamers and people that interact with viewers, people will imitate what we do. People will reflect back what we do.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, if I have stupid humor like these mustaches, chat will ask for mustaches because they know I like it. Hey, Snacko! And if you bully your chat, they will bully you back.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you even bully chat?
Uh,
How do you bully chat?
Yeah, I don't know. How do you bully your chat?
I'll show you.
I can think of one moment that I bullied my chat, but then they turned it around and now they use it against me.
I would say.
Ryu, drink water.
Oh,
nah.
you mean reverse? Reverse redeem.
Reverse redeem. I redeem hydrate on Ryu.
I mean, I was thinking, like, yeah, sometimes I tease my chat, like, oh, you like that? This is what you're into, huh? You know, like, maybe tease, but not, like, bully. I'm like, how do you bully the chat?
I'm thinking of cute bully, not, like, actual bully.
Yeah. Because the thing that I'm thinking back to is actually, Mimic, you had perfect timing for this. Was when I added a new redeem to my channel. It's called Gremlin Voice, where my chat thought that it was gonna be Nyx with a cute ooh voice. However, they were very much mistaken, and the next 5 minutes was just pure cursed stream, which they regret.
Give us an example, demonstration.
I can.
They're precious. Let's go.
Peony.
My precious. Oh my gosh, what was that?
So they thought that redeem was gonna be a cute ubu voice, but then the second that I did my gremlin voice, they were kind of like, I don't know if I should be scared or impressed or
biggest
what?
Betrayal.
It was the biggest betrayal, essentially. But then, like, after that, like, they have started to use it because they find it so funny. That's, like, honestly the only time that I can think that I bullied my chat is because they expected one thing and I gave them another thing.
Ooh, look at the long
look at the head, that's so cute. Oh wait, Burger wrote a long paragraph again.
That is something I wanted to ask about, actually, because I thought I noticed guests getting upset with each other and Mimic during a D&D stream, but I could have been mistaken. Have guests become heated during sessions? I'm not dropping names as I don't remember, and it isn't important. And I'm not bringing this up to shit on anyone. I just think I have good conversation topic. There are points or comments made that just made me think, well, are they trying with the
Tying with
DM?
the DM while speaking in character. So when you organize collabs like D&D, you basically control a group of 5 children. And I say children because you're the teacher, basically. And because I work with children for 12 years. And sometimes it's not just your interaction with them as individuals, but also their interaction with each other. There were cases, unfortunately, that some D&D players did not feel comfortable with other D&D players. And I hate that. I hate it so much. You can't always expect that. In the first campaign, I played, I think there were more than 130 players in D&D so far. So in the first campaign, we had about 55 D&D players. And in the second campaign, the new one, we have, someone counted yesterday. Iris counted, and she sent me a message today that it was about 76 players. I think it was more around 80. Because there are some players who didn't like it, and I removed them from for the campaign. But there were cases that someone got really angry at the actions of someone else, and they would DM me and say, how can they do that? This is unfair. I remember in the first campaign, back in September, there was actually my first big argument with Arrow, which they used I had a redeem, summon a monster. And there was a group of new players who never played D&D before. And Arrow and someone else, they redeemed summon a monster. And they summoned a monster on the new players. And I felt like, as a dungeon master, that's really unfair. I removed that redeem, by the way. I changed it. But that was really annoying. And that's how players were bullied by the other players, even though they were not in the game right now. So players who play in a different session bullied the players on these sessions. They made it a competition in a way. And I tried to solve this in a funny way. Someone used a charm spell to charm that monster, and I rolled a die, and luckily, it came out that that monster went to a different position, and that position was Arrow's group. So the monster that group summoned is going to attack them. And I thought it's going to be a funny twist. And in their session, they will kill that monster and get experience points, and everybody's happy. But they thought I was bullying the players. They were really angry. They thought, no, this is not fair. You're not fair, Dungeon Master. You are against your own rules, and so on. And I tried to explain to them that this is not a real D&D game. This is not supposed to be fair. This is a show. This is my show. And my purpose is to entertain the players and the audience. And you're not the players right now. You're in the chat. You're bullying other players. I'm trying to make this fair. In their position, it wasn't fair. Recently, there was another case with two groups in the new campaign. One group got Power Rangers powers in the session. Another group tried to steal those powers from them. And they convinced an NPC to do that. So they stole the powers from one group. And that's, again, two groups who try to mess with each other out of the session. And then the group that got the powers stolen tried to attack the first group, and it was there was all out war, and I kind of ended it with the NPC being an asshole. But the NPC is non-player character. Like it was actually an alien who went to this planet to kind of look for Power Rangers. It was a mess, and I think in retrospect, having players mess with other players when it's not their session is annoying. It can be funny sometimes, but when it was funny, some players feel like it's really unfair and try to bully other players. And that's why that's at the point that it feels like children, and you have to separate them. Like, no, do not bully players. And some children will be kind of go into tantrums. Like, why? This is not fair. Last time it worked. Why it's not working now? It's not working now because I don't feel like it should work. It's my show. And I use my intuition and my understanding from reading chat to see what works, what doesn't work. And yes, sometimes it's going to be unfair. That's just how it is. Like, it's unfair that when Nix asks me for a collab, I say yes. But when Anton asks me for a collab, I might say no. Because Nix streams more than Anton. I know her more than I know Anton. And I played D&D with Anton. I didn't play D&D with Nix. You know, I have my own calculations in my head. Can confirm D&D players are children. Yes. Yeah, burger. No, it's good. It's really good.
Burger. It's thought triggering. So feel free to share your thoughts. And not only Burger, anyone in the chat,
Yeah.
right? That's the point of this podcast. I think what we just discussed kind of like is a link to different topic, maybe in number 6.
Let's see. You know what? Yeah. Let's jump to 6. Look at you, Pichan.
I did my homework.
Look at you. So number 6, we have how to deal with collab partners arguing with each other. Exactly that. Thankfully, I had salty collab partners or passive aggressive. I never had collab partners who actually argued with each other because I choose my collab partners very carefully. I really do a lot of research on collab partners most of the times. I can't remember collab partners who actually argue on stream with each other. But it's something I fear that might happen one day. I'm like training if this will ever happen. Did you have anything like that?
Not on my stream, but I've seen some people having issues on their stream.
Can you give us an
But
example?
I think it's like really important to have mutual respect with each other. So if something happens, you can just tell them honestly, like, I don't feel valued when you behave this way, and then a person should be understanding so the same thing doesn't happen next time. But yeah, the one that I witnessed is maybe like a month ago. I was watching another streamer streaming, collabing with other streamer, and I think things were going kind of ugly. The interactions that they had, it was getting kind of ugly, and I was like, I kind of feel uncomfortable being in here because I feel like there was a tension. And then later I heard that after the stream was over, they did have the talk saying that I don't appreciate when you're like this, like this is not fair to me, this and that and that. And I heard about it and I was like, oh, so I was right about it. Like, I think collab partners arguing with each other is a huge no-no because, again, people in the chat, they're not stupid. They can read. They can read the room and can feel the tension, and it's so uncomfortable. Like how I felt, it was so uncomfortable. I'm like, why do I need to be here? Like there's something going on, and I don't want to be here, feeling uncomfortable. So I think it's a huge no-no to see people arguing during collab because not only that is their feelings that's getting hurt, but also people in the chat, and you're delivering this negative experience to your viewers. But how to deal with it? I think you just need to, like Mimic-kun said, you have to be very careful picking out people who show mutual respect, who understand.
I had cases of people joining voice chat, viewers in the past, who they had either very annoying temper or they were swearing nonstop, or they had really, really bad audio quality to the point that you could hear like a beep stronger than their voice. In retrospect, I should have just removed them from the voice chat. And what I did was just mute them on Discord. So at least the stream, they cannot hear them. The solution, like Pichan said, was obviously to make proper preparation. A waiting room, only invite people that you know they have good audio quality and so on. To avoid that. But if it happens on stream, I remember after that case, I talked with one of my mods and she said, next time tell me, I'll just kick them out. I'll just remove them. And I should do it myself. Someone is on voice chat and they start to argue with other people, just remove them from the voice chat.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're the one with full authority.
In D&D with the children, we have this system of of punishments and rewards. So, for example, if you solve a puzzle in the game or do something cool, then you get experience points, and you get like a red card from playing cards, which is good. It's like a mark that you got a special power for the game today. You get pluses for your dice results, you get experience points. But if you interrupt, let's say a kid throws a pencil at someone else, or uses their phone during class, or gets up and fart in front of everyone, which is all kind of attention seeking. If they do that kind of stuff, they get a black card. Like they're gonna lose experience if they don't behave. And if they behave for a few minutes, remove the black card.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I coach dungeon masters for that kind of stuff. Last week, I coached someone who did not use that system. He knows the system, he didn't use it. And the children could do whatever they want. They use their phones, they do whatever. And obviously, they can argue with each other. I told him after that, you have to use the punishment and reward system. We developed that system so children will not scream, they will behave during class, and they will make your life easier. And he says stuff like, I know, but I don't feel comfortable giving black cards to children. I don't want to. I don't know. If you don't know, who's the teacher here?
Yeah. Because then you had to think, like, you're the person in authority.
Mm-hmm.
You're the person who, like I said earlier, at the end of the day, you're the one who makes the decisions. And if you aren't making those decisions, everyone else is going to think that what they're doing is okay, and they're going to continue to do what they do. You're allowing what they're doing, and you're saying it's okay because you're not saying anything.
I agree.
Actually, Borger says something amazing about bad mods ruining the community.
Ooh, that can be another topic.
Yeah. I also choose my mods carefully. I put mods to other streamers usually, or people that are regulars in my chat. So I know that most of my mods are other VTubers who are also community heads, so they know how to deal with most situations. But I've seen mods in other streams who were constantly timing out other chatters for fun, bullying them, banning them as a joke, then removing the ban. That's horrible. Basically, the mods needs to be.
Yeah, I think
they need to represent the streamer.
I think we did talk about this a little bit last week with like the abuse of power with mods.
Yeah.
Like you have to know your mod has to understand you, and you have to understand your mod, and trying to figure out that balance of like, at what point do you time this person out? At what point do you ban this person? But then you also have to think about like, how much are you telling your mod? Like, are you not communicating with your mods at all? Are you just giving them the mod power and assuming that they know what to do?
Peony redeemed. Peony takes off her mustache. Let's go.
Yay!
But I like this mustache so much that I'm gonna put it here on the mushroom.
Mushroom gets a mustache.
Hey, Zoe mustache. So cute. I moved you.
Anton, I said I don't want.
You look naked without a mustache now.
No, I don't feel that way.
I really dislike people who abuse that type of power.
It's just you.
Not me and my entire chat.
Well, I don't feel that way.
Because of experience with Discord communities. Discord communities, yeah, they can be sometimes a mess. And a good example is what happened earlier with Anton. The user who wrote something with Russian letters, and Anton didn't understand and thought maybe it's an ad or a bot or something, so he timed them out, which I never encountered that kind of situation. So I gotta trust the mod and later deal with that. There was a case that I constantly say that someone in my chat talked about suicide, and I asked my mods to give them a timeout, and my mods didn't do it because they wanted to give that person.
I remember during that stream, I was there, and I was so uncomfortable.
Oh, both of you were there.
What are they doing? Like, where's the mod? And then,
I
I think, if I
I should
remember
have.
correctly, I think Mod was also getting involved in the conversation. I'm like,
Yeah,
Mod was
maybe.
trying to like settle it down,
mediate
but
in a
then
way.
it just being a mediator, but it just got to a point where mediation didn't work.
I didn't know how to deal with that situation as well. It was my first time, so I should have, at that point I should have blocked the person myself. Next time anyone, and this is a ground rule now, anyone talking about suicide in my chat, immediate timeout. I don't care what. I don't care even if it's a joke. That's not something you want to joke about. And that wasn't a joke. I believe it was serious. Am I a bad mod? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. You didn't do anything bad, so you're not a bad mod. But I've seen. I don't think any mods that I've seen did anything bad intentionally, but there are some mistakes. For example, I remember there was a stream, and someone came in with a really long message like, "Hello, welcome everyone. I bless you from the skies, giving you this fine British day." Something really long that looked like a GFX bot. It just looked like a GFX bot. If you read it, you see it's a real person, but it just looked like like a GFX bot. And one of my mods immediately banned them.
Oh no.
And then we're asking, why did you ban them? What did you do? And everyone asking like, why did you ban them? And they unbanned them. The mod was really apologetic because they thought it's a bot and so on. I talked with the mod later, and I told them that it's okay. I'd rather the mods work quickly and do some mistakes. It's okay. And that's how you learn. This is why I said I apologized to the viewer earlier. And I think it was good that Anton worked quickly because who knows what was written in there. But that's how you learn, with your community and your mods. You learn together how to deal with that kind of stuff. And the most important thing is to think after stream and use your conclusions next time.
Yeah, that's fair and reasonable.
Do you have any cases of mods arguing with your collab partners, or collab partners arguing with mods, or mods arguing with each other or with you, or collab partners arguing with each other or with you?
I'm trying to think. I know I was the one who posed this question, but I don't think I've ever had an actual argument with a collab partner. I think it's always been anytime that it looked like we were arguing, I can guarantee that it was a joke. And I think for me personally, it has to do with my personality because I can tell, I match a person's personality. And so I understand their humor, I understand their sarcasm. And so then I can tell when they're being sarcastic and I can tell when they're actually angry.
But that's only if you know the people.
Yeah, and that's only when I know them. And that's the reason why when no one, I reach out to people for collabs because I know them. I know their humor, I understand their humor, and I'm comfortable with that.
Actually, it's a nice topic for Peony as well. I know that Peony collabs with Ban, her friend, and sometimes they tease each other on stream. And the same Alnichi collabs with her friend Cleo, and they tease each other on stream a lot. But I've seen some viewers who were uncomfortable with that kind of situation, thinking maybe they are actually shit talking each other, seriously disrespecting each other, because you never know how close they are.
Yeah,
I had to talk to Bunny saying, look, we need to stop roasting so much because I think people get uncomfortable if we roast each other too much because there might be some people who don't understand how close we are.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. It's just you have your friendships, you have the people you're close with, that you guys understand each other. But your viewers, your chat, they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They don't know what's going on when you're not streaming. And so they can only take what they see on stream at face value. And that's a key point, is whatever they see is they see it as it is. They don't know any background information. They're just seeing everything for the first time, essentially. So you could have someone who you stream with often, constantly, but it could be that you stream with them because you enjoy streaming with them. Chances are that you guys aren't close is little to none. But people, even if you stream with that person 10, 20, 30 times, no matter how much you stream with them, your viewer, your chat won't understand what your relationship with that person is, because you guys have that background with each other. You have that understanding of, this is this person's humor, this is this person's sarcasm, this is what they enjoy, this is what they hate. Actually, your viewers don't know that.
This is something that I can understand in real life as well. If you see two people arguing, or not even arguing, like a man and a woman, for example, right, teasing each other. I'll give you. You know what? I have an example. Actually, I have a real life example. Misana and I, we back in November, we were on stream. Even we were joking so much. We had no limits, basically. We were talking about so many dark things and dark humor, and we constantly said stuff that might be offensive to some people, to each other on stream, and we didn't care. But some people I know that watched that and felt really uncomfortable. Like, how does he say that kind of stuff to her? How does she say that kind of stuff to him? And we did that because it made us laugh. We were joking about it. This is how we talked. But some people didn't get it because they don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Dream, hello.
Welcome in, Dreams.
Welcome.
In real life, though, I remember having this female friend, and we were shit talking each other nonstop. And one day we were with a group of people, and there was a guy there who, when I was shit talking her and she was shit talking me, he actually came in and say, "Hey, stop that! Don't you see that she doesn't like it?" And he had no idea that we are close friends and we do it constantly. And it made both of us feel very uncomfortable. We can just we didn't want to tell him, "Hey, go away!" Like, you don't understand the interaction here.
Welcome, Zero. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, like that interaction can be both on stream and off stream.
Usually it's Thursday, but just this week, Dream.
And I think there's a couple more days within the next few months where it's not going to be on a Thursday.
Or maybe we make it Wednesday. So just check out the schedule every week.
Yeah, just check out the schedule.
Follow the Twitter, my Twitter, and Nix's Twitter. Let me give a shout out again. This is Nix, and I'll give a shout out to Peony in a second. Here's a collab command with everyone. Here's my Discord and Twitter, and also check out the others' Twitter and follow them. Let me find their Twitter in the meantime. Do you want to go to number 5, which is, I think, the biggest topic of
I'm
today?
curious about this.
Yeah. No names, obviously.
I'm curious about this.
Thank you for the follow, Zero.
Zero Satanx, welcome to the party.
So, Peony told me a story about something happened to a friend of her.
Oh?
And this is our code to say that you want to talk about something that happened to you, but you don't want to say it, so you say, "This is something that happened to a friend of mine at work a few months ago." And then you say exactly what happened to you a few days ago. Do you want me to say? It was on my stream, after all.
I mean, it's your stream, so.
So on my stream, we played the best game ever, Barney hide and seek adventure, and obviously Peony and Alnichi enjoyed the game very much. They actually enjoyed
You
it
mean
so
the
much.
game that you played without our consent?
Yes, they trust me so much right now that they are willing to play any game with me, even without telling them what game it is. And they really loved the Barney. They felt wholesome, and Peony even said during the game, "Oh, this game is so sweet and so wholesome." After the game, we had some chat about relationships and love, and someone joined the stream and got into an argument with us, stating their opinion,
Oh.
and they stated their opinion very strongly. I tried to
Wait,
kind
I
of
think it was mainly me.
yeah, but I say us because I don't want to put you alone there. And chat tried to help to calm things down. I tried to help, and the thing is, I didn't want to time out that person because of two reasons. One, they didn't use any slurs or harsh language. They did use caps and exclamation marks, so it made us feel like they're more angry than they should be. While they were arguing their point, and their point was that they think differently. Arrow, hello. The point was that they
Hey,
think
Ariel, welcome.
they thought differently than us, and it made the collab partners kind of uncomfortable, and I didn't really know how to deal with that kind of situation. Now the issue was that any other person I would time them out, but that person just raided us, and they raid and they have this yellow frame of a raider. Now a raider is starting to get rude, not to me, to my collab partners. How do I deal with that?
I remember that time when the person was writing in the chat. My heart was like racing, and I was like, I felt so uncomfortable. And then after the stream was over, I thought about it. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then I couldn't stop thinking about how I ruined the entire stream because it was so uncomfortable. And then I apologized to Mimikun saying that I'm sorry I ruined your stream.
And what did Mimikun say?
Mimikun said it was okay.
Mimikun said it was great content. Also, this is the Twitter. Please follow the Twitters. They're adorable. Mimikun said this is great content. Why are you apologizing?
I feel like Mimic would say this is it's okay. Let's put it on the podcast.
Yes.
That's exactly what he said.
And that's what we did.
I remember how uncomfortable it was. I was like, oof. I don't want to think about it anymore.
In a way, it was very exciting afterwards because I never dealt with that kind of situation. I want to learn from that. Now, when I think about it, doesn't matter how many people that person had a raid in. Let's say they had a raid with 100 people. Doesn't matter even if they have just gifted 100 subs. If they are extremely rude, they gotta get a black card. They have to get timed out. So here's the system. First, I'm gonna say, please respect my collab partners. If they keep being rude, I'm gonna have to time them out. If they keep being rude afterwards, I'm gonna have to ban them. And I mean, collab partners need to come first before the chat. Because I think of myself as a service giver. I'm an entertainer. Basically, chat is my boss. Chat is the ones who are paying with watching ads and subs and bits. So they come first. But when I have guests like collab partners, they should come first before the chat even. Because they do it for free. They work for free. You're not getting the money that I get from bits or subs. And same with in your channels. So you come first. You're top priority right now. If someone is rude to me, that's fine. I deal with it. But if someone is rude to my collab partners, that's unacceptable.
It makes sense.
Did you two have any encounters with problematic raiders, subscribers, long-time viewers?
I will say that I'll put it out there that I had a few people who I had to remove completely. And when I say remove completely, this included taking away their founder badge.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
How? Tell me later.
This includes taking away their founder badge, but when you take it away, they will never get it back. And that for me showed that was where I drew the line. Because there are boundaries where everyone has boundaries to the fact that he doesn't know. Everyone has boundaries that they set for themselves, for their chat, and for their collab partner. And I think once you start creeping on the portion of where we're on shaky waters, that's when you start to consider what you should be doing next. And I think for me, I let the boat shake a bit too much. In terms of a raid that brought in people who I disagreed with or felt uncomfortable with, I have yet to experience that. I'll be honest, like there haven't been that many situations where I have felt uncomfortable on stream. And I don't know if that's because I should thank my community for being who they are and trusting my community, my everyone else that I know who raids me with their community when they're raiding. I've never had an issue with the raiders that are being... Actually, no, I lied. This wasn't a raid. I can think of one distinct experience where it wasn't a raid, but it was a collab where the person who joined my chat was from the other person's stream. And I did not... I didn't acknowledge what they were saying, essentially. And it was basically... What they were saying is like, oh, and like I enjoy the theme of my mushroom. I enjoy it a lot. I think it's funny. I think it's great. It's entertaining. But this person specifically pushed it to the point of, oh, you're selling shrooms. Where can I get some? And kept on pushing that and saying, you're selling drugs. Where can I buy these? And I just did not acknowledge their comment. And so because I didn't acknowledge it, they just ended up not asking and then left and went back to the other collab stream. And I think I easily could have timed them out, banned them. But in that moment, because I didn't acknowledge their comment, I was kind of creating that wall between their comment and me. Because the second I acknowledge that, I'm allowing them to say that. Like, unless I'm saying, no, don't say that, and putting them on the spot, which I'd rather not do, is like putting them on the spot and then calling them out in front of everyone who's in the chat. I would rather just not acknowledge them and then have them understand that way. Because by not acknowledging it, I am not allowing them to say anything more or further. That's the only time I can think of, like, maybe I should have timed that person out, maybe I should have banned them, etc., etc. But I think for me, I didn't acknowledge them, which allowed me to still have them in the chat, but no one acknowledged their comment. And now, like, they're still in my chat now, but they've never again have said it again, ever.
I think that's a good way to, if the person knows how to read the room.
Yeah.
But then, like, there are people who also are incapable of, reading the room, and then that's really difficult. And then at that point, then we really need to say that, dude, you can't do this no more.
Actually, I found the badge, the founder badge, and there's some viewers here that I haven't seen since the first stream. And you remove that founder badge and you give it automatically to the next one. So now Diana and Alstrian,
you can give it to someone else.
It gives it automatically. It gives it automatically to the next person. So now Diana and Alstrian are founders.
Wow.
Oh.
And I can remove founders from people who are never here, or people that I
want to look at it too.
Dragon is a founder now. So you can actually give it to the first subscriber. Hibiki is a founder now. It makes sense. These are users that I still streaming, still visit me every once in a while. It's much nicer.
Oh.
Yeah. And it has more sentiment to it too.
It definitely does.
But I see that I cannot revoke that from people who are currently subscribed. Only from people who are not subscribed anymore. So that's a really cool system.
Oh, makes sense.
I think I'm gonna refresh that. And put it on people who are still active in my chat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice little thing that I found. Because I definitely I'm in the same spot as you, Mimic, where there's some people who they subbed, but they ended up getting the founder badge. They're no longer subbed. They never stopped in my stream. They just subbed because they could, essentially.
Or maybe they used to like you back then, but now you have an argument or something. And
it's interesting because one of the people who subbed followed me when I was not streaming and subbed to me when I was not streaming, but never once stopped into my stream.
Or maybe they got a gifted sub or something and you don't know who that user is. Yeah, Alstrian, you have the founder badge now. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Putty, congratulations.
We're gonna make me do 10 jumping jacks per sub.
Yeah.
That's true.
But back then, it was seven months ago, I think. I got affiliated. And there are people who I don't really hang out with them today for various reasons. And it was uncomfortable to me to know that they have a founder's badge. Like my channel is founded by certain people that I don't want to see today. It's much nicer to see that on Alstrian, who I see a lot more in my chat. Or on Diana or Hibiki. I think these are people that deserve the founder badge because they not have just the subscriber. They also have been a big foundation for me as a streamer. People that I collab with. What's the little dinosaur badge?
There's some people who have it.
A dinosaur badge? I don't see that.
I think that it depends on like if you've done something or if you've like bought something.
I don't see a dinosaur badge. Oh, this one. That's you can hover on that and see. It's GlitchCon 2020.
But yeah, GlitchCon.
2020, I wasn't even a streamer, so I have no idea what that is.
It's cute.
It is.
Oh
really
yeah,
cute.
Arrow has it. It's really cute.
Yeah, Arrow is a long-time streamer. Arrow, if you're here, can you tell me that? How do you deal with a problematic raider? Someone just raided you, but they are really rude in chat or rude to your collab partners, but they just rated you or subscribe to you. What do you do? Actually, I know some YouTubers told me before that they had people subscribing to them and then expecting them or gifting the games and then expecting them to play the games with them. Hey raiders, you're welcome. Check the rules. Let's say they don't follow the rules. Do you ban a raider? Do you time out a raider?
Actually, Arrow makes a really good point because there was one time where I was just hopping around Twitch, just looking at like different streamers, and there was one person who piqued my interest, and so I hopped into their stream, said hello. I was first time chatter, and their mod, they asked me like, "Oh, how are you? How did you find me?" And I was like, "Oh, I found you on the recommended channel," and their mod instantly said, very bluntly, "Read the rules." And the streamer was like, "That's the first time you've said that." And it was just kind of like the mod was very defensive about new people joining in, which I thought was very interesting. But it also kind of deflects you from wanting to watch that stream again.
Yeah.
Because I definitely, when I joined that and the first thing I was told was read the rules, I was very much thrown off, and the streamer was too.
To be
and
honest,
the streamer like tried.
Yeah, go ahead. Streamer tried.
The streamer tried to like make things like better, saying like, "Oh yeah, read the rules. We're really chill here. It's okay." But then like that still like negated me from wanting to go back to that stream because I kind of felt threatened.
Mm-hmm. I think rules are like a global thing. Just be a good person. If you're an asshole, you're not gonna read the rules anyway. If you're a good person, you don't need to read the rules to know that. There's terms of services on Twitch. You respect the streamer, you respect the guest, you respect other chatters. You don't use slurs and stuff like that. But there are some...
my rules are a little more specific than that, though.
There are some hidden rules that... maybe not specific rules for a channel, but some reasonable rules. For example, don't advertise yourself in someone else's stream. Don't ask the streamer to join voice chat. Yeah, you can say fudge. You can say fudge. But don't go ahead and tell me, "Oh, here's my stream. I'm gonna stream 1 hour. Here's my link." I mean, come on. This is not your stream. This is my stream.
Wait, I think that's more like next topic.
Number 7?
Yes.
Let's go to number 7.
It's kind of like common sense.
How to read the room. How to read the room and leave when you're not wanted. Or how to assist other people leave when they're not wanted. Self-prom is really cringe.
Wait, but I didn't understand the part. What do you mean leave the room?
Okay, so
like what room are we talking about?
How to read the room. Read the room is like here, chat room, virtual room, a room channel on a voice channel. A room could be any place that you are with other people and you feel like you are unwanted or that there is a danger. I constantly talk about this VTuber group that I was a part of, and I didn't see, I could see things going bad. I didn't understand how bad, and I didn't live in time. And I got hurt from staying a bit too long. There are some other people who could read the room and leave quickly, but I was maybe Arrow. I left in time. Arrow left, and Arrow told me to leave as well, but I said I can stay more. And a week later, it was too late. So,
then I understood this topic wrong then.
Being a part of a VTuber group doesn't respect you, for example, but you're afraid of leaving because they might harass you. This is something that happened to a friend of mine recently, and they talked about this to me. A real friend, not me. They were a part of a VTuber group, and someone in the group started to make them uncomfortable, but they were afraid of leaving the group because they felt like if they leave, then that person will harass them publicly for leaving the group. And I recommended to leave the group anyway because of what happened to me. I know that it's better to leave people now and get burned instead of staying and get burned even more. And fortunately, they did leave the group, and they feel so much better. And then I gave them a list of people that they can collab with instead, because that group was very limiting to them. But how do you know that? Because even if you have red lines, red flags, when you are in the situation, you might not recognize that.
Yeah, especially if you're put on the spot too, it's hard. I think this kind of goes back to like when you gauge your own comfort level. I think the second when you start to become uncomfortable, and you can notice, if you are able to notice the other person being uncomfortable, I think that's what really plays a factor in it.
But
It's
let me challenge
understanding
you.
your
Let me challenge you. As an actor on this virtual stage, I want to be professional. I had, I think, two cases of people leaving a stream. It was on D&D at the middle by saying stuff like, "Oh, I'm sorry, something came up." Oh, you know what? I actually have another case of someone who their internet got cut off, but later I figured they just felt uncomfortable and they found an excuse to leave. It's happened to me 3 times, which is nothing compared to the number of people that I collab with. When that kind of thing happened, when someone use an excuse like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my family members called me, I gotta go and help them," makes you feel like you lost control of the situation. And I don't want that to happen. If I suffer in a stream, I will stay there. I will stay at least for an hour, because I don't want to make other people uncomfortable that I left because of them.
Yeah.
Did you have any extreme situation that you had to leave a stream or a collab?
I haven't. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Among Us collab. For me, this was off stream. This was off stream. I was not comfortable with the amount of chaos that was going on. And I was very close to saying, "Oh, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna head out for now," because this was like 10 or 11 p.m. So it was true that I was tired, but it was also that I didn't want to continue playing with them. But then it just so happened, like the next round that I was gonna say that was when most people were already hopping off. But that was really the only time that I can think of where I was just not comfortable and happy playing the game.
How about you, Pichan? Do you have any uncomfortable situations in collabs that you wanted to leave?
Well, I think I mentioned it earlier when I was playing Overcooked. I mean, it's not that I wasn't wanted. It's just that I wasn't. I was so overwhelmed that I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to play this anymore." So that was it. But I don't think it was because I wasn't wanted. But other than that, I don't think I had any case that I felt that way.
Oh, Izzy says there's also sometimes the problem people talk over you all the time. So for the crops, you're a cat, you're expected to crop. Just use the litter box next time. She's correct. We talked about the chaos that can be with big collabs like Among Us. But sometimes when people talk over you, don't give you the respect to talk, don't slow down for a moment, ignore you. I did last week. I was in the hot takes in Silence's show, and I was very tired, and I felt kind of uncomfortable at first, I gotta say. And they even put me on the spot and said, "Mimic, why are you so quiet?"
I remember watching that.
Yeah. And then I said, you know what? Hell with that. And then I went all out chaotic. I think I was a bit quiet, maybe I was quiet because I'm used to this podcast being so calm.
Oh,
But hot takes, they want you to be a bit more, like a politics show.
more aggressive in the sense.
Yes, more like in the face. And they did that at the end. But there was Nikki in there who kind of fell silent because she wasn't used to that. And when you go to that kind of show, you need to find people who can really yell at each other and be okay with it. But then you have to actually analyze the energy of each person. And here's the thing, when the collab started, I felt not unwanted. I think not wanted is like I think I'll change that. Instead of not wanted, it should be like uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Let's go with that. How to read the room and leave when you're what? Did not change. When you are uncomfortable. I clicked cancel instead of okay. So I didn't feel comfortable at the beginning of the show. Maybe it's because it's people that I didn't talk with in a long time. Maybe it's because it was late at night. I was really tired. But it was
could be
just
a multitude of factors.
Yeah, it's a random stuff, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to leave at the beginning of the show. It's so rude. So I stayed, and luckily I felt much better after a few minutes, and I opened up. If you aren't used to speaking with the group, no one knows when to speak. So either everyone does their best to not talk over each other, or it takes them a while. Yeah, exactly. When it's on my stream with new players, I take control. Like, hey, welcome new players. I can be anyone. I can be any player, any character in D&D, and take control. When it's on someone else's stream, I remember playing D&D with some other people. I was invited to D&D, and I don't usually play as a player. I went with a random character. I went all out, and then the players started talking about drugs. They wanna sell drugs, and I started feeling uncomfortable. So I opened the Binding of Isaac. I was playing the Binding of Isaac in the background, and every once in a while, when they referred to me, I was doing my turn very respectfully. But it was like, what is going on here? What is this group? Everybody was so talking about drugs. And there were some D&D streams that were a bit too lewd. A recent player who wants to play D&D asked me, I heard that the D&D sessions can be very lewd. Someone told me that. I don't know who told them that, because in the last 10 sessions, I think, I try to eliminate lewdness as much as possible, because it makes me uncomfortable as well. And it's not that I'm uncomfortable with lewdness. It makes me uncomfortable because I know that there are people who are uncomfortable. I want to give a big shout out to Anthony in chat, because Anthony is completely pure. Every time there's a bit of lewdness, Anthony says, too much for me, lurk, and then he disappears. It kind of gives me the hint that we crossed a line that I don't want to cross, because as a mimic, I mimic other people. It's really easy for me to become lewd to the point that I'm uncomfortable, but I don't see that I'm uncomfortable, it's stupid to say that, right? That you can be uncomfortable without knowing that you're uncomfortable. I only know that I'm uncomfortable after the stream.
Oh, I didn't know Anton was like that safe, so that's good to know.
Anton is my purity.
I'm noting.
Warning mark.
Noted.
To be honest, during D&D, I feel obligated to stay, even if I feel sometimes uneasy during the sus moments. I have much more fun than dealing with the feeling of unease. Just tell me. You already say, but if you tell me that, I will immediately try to tone it down. Sometimes I need someone to tell me, hey, this is too much. I have real life experience with this at college and working in the military. You meet some great people and terrible people. Knowing when to leave uncomfortable situations is so important. Yeah. Remember my first day in music school? I found a group of people. I thought, oh my God, this is going to be my friends for the rest of the semester. And then we went to a corner, and all of them pulled out drugs. And I never smoked in my life. And I was like, oh, no. And I said, oh, just stay there for like an hour, completely uncomfortable, where they were smoking. Until at one point, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to class. Bye. I never spoke to them again. But that was horrible. They will too much. I will say, but most of the time the parties more or less say so. Yeah, we try, but sometimes you get some sassy situation. There was someone who was very lewd. And later I asked them. They told me they were uncomfortable. I asked why, and they said that they didn't want to disappoint my chat.
Oh.
Which made me understand how important my role as a streamer is. Because some people will collab with me, and when I collab with you two, I don't think of the numbers or the years of experience or stuff like that. But some people will be very inexperienced and see me as I don't know, as an opportunity or a guide, and I don't see that. I see us as equal friends, but it's not like that. I need to take responsibility.
Oh no, all this chat, what's going on in the chat that I'm reading? Put me into like introspection.
Also get uncomfortable with lewdness. I'm comfortable with lewdness if everyone is comfortable, but the moment one person is not comfortable, I don't want to do it. And that's it. This is why when I stream with Arrow, it's only me and Arrow, we can be lewd. We can go all out. When I stream with Izu, we can be lewd. We can go all out. But if I stream with multiple people, let's say if I stream with 3 people or more, I never know if someone is lewd because they feel like they have to be.
What do you mean by they have to be?
So, Pichan, you're special. You're really, really, really special. In the way that if you're uncomfortable with something, you say no. You can just straight out say no. Many people are unable to say no to situations. And many people will even act a part of a situation that they are uncomfortable with because they are afraid of what will happen if they say no. For example, let's say you have 100 followers and I have 1,000, and you feel like collaborating with me is an opportunity. And then I'm asking you, hey, what's your underwear color? You might feel really uncomfortable with that question, but you also feel, oh no, it's a big vTuber, I gotta cooperate with them. You might answer, you might have fun, seemingly, but after the stream, you're like, I'm not gonna speak with that person ever again. I've seen that happen. It happened to me. I did that as well. I know of people in D&D who did that. Not necessarily because I was lewd, but because some other people in the group were lewd, or something got out of control. As a streamer, we need to read the room for other people. That's what I'm saying. In collabs. So this can sometimes feel like it is just buying into the idea of what they should be without actually thinking if it is right for them. AKA, some people don't consider if it is right for those situations or themselves. Yeah, it looks popular, so people do it.
Yeah. And like, especially like when you're reading the room, you also have to consider whether or not the other person is streaming at the same time. Like if they're streaming at the same time, it's kind of hard to gauge what their comfort level is, because they could be kind of leaning towards their chat to feel better, or they could just be blowing it off completely. But whereas if you're doing a collab and they're not streaming, or you're not streaming, the whole entire situation is completely different, because you then know that their attention is only on you, the chat, and the game. And with that, they have nowhere to deflect to. They're already stepping out of like their comfort zone by being with a new chat. Like they don't know how your chat is. They don't know what your chat says, does, communicates with you. Like your chat could be going back to earlier, could be honestly like nicely bullying you, and your collab partner could be seeing that as like they're being extremely rude and mean. And it's just trying to figure out their uncomfortness when you're streaming, when they're not streaming, but you're doing a collab together. And then the comfortness of when they're also streaming, they have their chat. And you have your chat as well.
When I started doing collabs, there were a few VTubers who before the collab asked me to do a private interview just to see that we were vibing the same way. And there were some VTubers, girls, who told me, I just want you to know that I can be very lewd, very sassy. I can be kind of bully with my chat. I want you to tell me that you're comfortable with that. And I usually say, oh, the hell, do whatever you want. Oh, give Peony a newspaper. That's
a
great.
newspaper.
Newspaper. That's interesting.
Newspaper is okay. No mustache. No mustache.
Let me find a lewd magazine.
Let's start
Oh my God.
slowly. What is this?
We're starting slowly. We start with a newspaper, and then it will go to a mustache later.
No,
Give
no
the
mustache.
newspaper mustache.
No.
Give the newspaper.
Give the
Well,
newspaper.
earlier Mimic said that I'm so special for saying no, so I'm gonna say no. I said I don't want mustache.
Oh, we
You
started
make
with
a
the
really
news.
good point. Because even earlier, when everyone asked for the mustache, you expressed your concerns immediately, which a lot of people don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Told you she's special.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Peachan has the news.
I mean, VTubing is fun, but in the end, it's like you're doing it for fun, right? But like, if you're not having fun, then what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people
Yeah.
should. I feel like more streamers should have more respect towards themselves.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's not gonna last long. If you're doing stuff that you don't want to, it can't be fun, and then you're gonna lose passion for it.
Exactly. Gotta
Yeah.
praise redeem. Tell Peony how handsome and manly the mustache make her look. Peony, Peachan, that mustache make you the most manly and handsome that you've ever been in. You look gorgeous as you are, but that mustache, oh my god, makes you blindingly beautiful.
I call this gaslighting, and it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work on Peachan. She's a master at rejecting things that she doesn't like. She's a great inspiration to me.
Which is honestly great.
I think we can change this question to something even simpler. As VTubers, how to say no? It's as simple as that. How to say no. I think we dwelled about this a bit last week. Let's say that you get invited
Yeah.
to a collab that you don't like, which we talked about today. Or let's say you're invited to a collab with someone big, but maybe you feel uncomfortable. Or let's say that you scheduled a collab, like Peachan said, and then you do your research, and then you figure out that something is wrong with the person. You don't want to collab with them at the end. How do you say no?
Peony, how would you say no?
Wait, can you rephrase it again?
How to say no
When
you're not comfortable with something, when you got a really good opportunity but you don't want to do it, when you feel like if you say no, you're gonna disappoint someone.
you have to think about yourself. If you can't love yourself, how can you love others?
Mm.
If you're not kind to yourself, how can you be kind to others? If you can't respect how you feel about certain thing, how can you respect other people about how they feel?
So we know, we talked about this, that you weren't feeling the most comfortable with me in our first collab because we didn't know each other. But you still did it. You still went with it. Why didn't you say no back then?
I remember. No, so like I couldn't find anything wrong or bad things about you because I was lurking. And then most of the time you were just doing D&D and stuff, and I'm like, okay, this guy is a good guy, I can tell. There's nothing wrong with this guy. Like, no red flags. But at the same time, I don't know this guy. But then Mimikun kept asking over and over. And like the other day, I went to look at the Twitter DM.
Oh no.
Then Mimikun is like persistent. He's like, "Hi, I am Mimic D20. Blah 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 blah. Would you like to collab with me? Blah 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 blah." I'm like, "Hi, but no, thank you. Like I'm busy now. Like I just started. I haven't even done this collab thing. I don't even know what this is." And he's like, "Oh, not a problem. It's actually very simple and easy. You did this, you did that." And I'm like, man. It's like I said no like 3 times.
I actually read it right now, and you didn't really say no even once.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Indirectly, I said I can't do this. I can't do that.
You didn't even say that. You dodged. So let's look at that. She says that she has many people who ask her for collab. I haven't done any yet, nor am I not sure how does it work. And then I explain. I give her an example video because I'm stupid. When you tell me stuff like that, I don't get the hint. And then I give her a clip.
I really thought that if I said that I don't know how collab works, you'll be like, "Oh, never mind. I don't want to deal with this new."
I told you,
I thought you would leave.
You're American. American do that. It's a hint. Leave. I'm not interested. But Israel is you tell us, let's do lunch. You like open our diary. Okay, when do you want to do lunch?
Oh my gosh.
And then she answers, "Okay, I will watch it now." And then she says, "This looks so much fun. Yay, collab is the best. But I'm not sure if I'm mentally ready." So, I said whenever you're ready. And then I think I'll let go. But you said you're afraid you're gonna be shy. So you kind of go around instead of saying directly no.
You see, like, again, I did research on you, and then it seemed like you're a really nice person. It's just that I wasn't ready. So I didn't want to be like, "No, never again. I just don't want to collab with you. Period. Never contact me ever again." I didn't want to be like that.
We just couldn't find shared common interest.
Until you found out that there is this game that I really like.
The Unveiled.
You're like, you were like, "Would you like to play this game?" And I was like, "Oh, you know what? If it's this game, I would like to collab."
But at the end, you still, if it was, let's say if I would cancel the collab in the last moment, you would be happy.
Maybe.
So I'm saying, in our case, it ended up good. But if there's someone who's really persistent, how do you like?
I mean, it's just you didn't really give me any red flags.
So I have some people right now who are very persistent. Like I was persistent. They're very persistent as well. They're
but
persistent.
Weren't they nice to you, or are they nice?
They're
like
nice.
You?
They're nice. They're persistent.
Okay, then give them a chance.
But I don't want to. I just don't want to. There's no reason. I just don't want to. Because I know that if I collab with X, it's instead of Y. If I collab with someone, it's instead of doing this. It's instead of studying. It's instead of, it's instead of talking with Peony or Alnichi or Nix. It comes instead of something else. And sometimes, even if the most nicest person, I might rather give the priority to someone else. And then Anton says stuff like, "You just hate me." Now I know he's joking, but it gives me the feeling, not just with Anton, I know he jokes, but it gives me the feeling like I cannot, like I'm not a good person enough because I cannot collab with everyone. I want to collab with everyone. I know that I used to do 15 collabs a week, and this week I have like 3 collabs. The reason is that I'm busy with other things, and I feel uncomfortable not being able to directly say no. I want to read some stuff from chat. Herman Burger says, "When my friends and I are at parties and need to help, or are in the bad situation, we throw up 3 fingers on our hand as a signal and immediately come help each other. We also have verbal cues for the same reason. We interact with new people, we say pineapple. And that lets everyone know we're uncomfortable. That's how to deal with stuff. That's smart to have like a code with your friends.
Wait, what's Anton talking about?
Anton has a theory that I hate him. No, it's he wants to collab with me for a while. Now, Anton and I played D&D multiple times. He's in one of the best D&D groups, but I count that as a collab. He doesn't count it as a collab. That's the argument we have. And I have many other people that I want to collab with. And if you play D&D with me, I kind of count it as a collab. So I want to give opportunity to other people.
So going back to the topic, how to say no, I think before you decide to say no, I think you do need to evaluate why you want to say no. And then trying to give yourself a rationale. Like, why do I want to say no? For example, let's say when Mimikun asked me to collab in the beginning, I'm like, why do I want to say no? Because number one, is he a bad person? Number two, did he raise any red flags? Number three, like, things like that. And then all the criteria says, no, he's a good person. So that's not a good reason to say no. Second, he didn't raise any red flags. So like, that's also not a good reason to say no. Third, at this point, the last time you asked me to collab, which is like play Unreal, third reason is like, is he asking you to do something that you don't want to do? It's also no, because he's asking me to do a collab by playing the game that I very much enjoy. So like, you just didn't fit in my no list. Does this make sense?
It makes sense, but you still didn't really know me. So there was still a reason to say no. It just wasn't a logical reason. Maybe it was an emotional or intuitional reason.
Well, to me, I think those are the three criteria that makes me say no.
Izu says, I want to read Izu's message. Sometimes it just be like that though. Sometimes you don't click with someone or their game interest. Like, I don't collab with people who only want to play FPS games anymore. I kept doing it because I want to collab with the person, so I'd play whatever. But I'm generally not good with FPS, and it stresses me out, so now I decline those type of collabs. And she says, I need to get better with not accepting every other collab that comes in the way though. I know that Izu had a recent collab with Tori, and seemingly they had a great fun. They even punished each other. And I know that if you give a punishment to someone at the end of a collab, and they do the punishment, then most likely they enjoy the collab. I remember that. It was so fun. Let's go. It was fun for me as well because both Izu and Tori asked me for they gave me the hints that they need someone to collab with, and I said, hey, collab with each other.
That's one way to do that.
I even typed her what to type, like, hey, I'm Izu, wanna collab with me? And they collabed in the past. It was just it's sometimes really fun to make other people meet.
Well, how do you guys say no then?
So one of the first times I said no.
Think.
One of the first, when I started doing collabs, I sent messages to collab to many people, and some people said really annoying things like, I don't know you, I don't like your energies, I'm really busy right now. And the next day they collab with someone else. So I know it's bullshit. So I didn't want to give those kind of no's. And then some people started asking me for collabs, and they ask for those FPS games like Valorant, Apex that I don't like. I remember someone asked me to play a really expensive early access game. And I'm like, it's both early access and it's like $60. I don't want to do that. So I told them I don't feel like playing this game. I don't have the game right now. I can't invest in this game right now, and so on. And they got really offended, and they assumed I don't want to collab with them.
Oh my gosh, Burger, you're giving me ideas. That's hilarious.
People are sending each other resumes to collab.
Next time, if somebody wants to collab with me, I said, oh yeah, sure thing. Send me your resume.
Send me your resume. Oh my god.
I'll get back to you to 5 to 10 business day.
Actually, you know what? That brings up a really good point that I'll mention after Mimic's
Anton, send me your CV.
Anton, send me your CV too.
No, he sends it to me. Yeah, your resume. Send me your resume.
I will review it with the board of trustee, and then reply you 5 to 10 business day.
or never.
And then it says like under thorough consideration. Unfortunately, we decide to go with another candidate.
Oh my gosh.
After that, there's 3 interviews and an exam.
Mm-hmm.
The whole process might take 8 months. And we cannot guarantee anything. No.
Wait, that was so funny.
Let's
Burger,
take
what
that.
a good idea. You're so creative.
What should be in a vTuber collab resume?
I actually have something to say about this because I kind of do this.
Let's go.
Okay, so anytime someone like I've had people say like ask me like, hey, do you want to play this game? Or like sometimes like when I do collabs, I ask my collab partner, like, hey, what game do you want to play? Like let's pick a game that you want to play so that everyone like feels incorporated. However, I have 2 rules. Because I'm a broke student. I don't have money. It has to be either free or under like $10. The second rule that I always have to stick to is if we pick a game, you need to give me 2 days notice of what game so I can download it. Because I have the slowest Wi-Fi in the world. A 45 gigabyte game is going to take me 24 hours to download.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my 2 distinct rules that I will never like let go. Like it needs to be in a reasonable price because I think if you're going to be playing it once, why should you have to spend like $30-$40? Like I can understand like spending $5-$10 on a game that you might play like once or twice. But I can't justify paying so much more. And then second is like I need 2 business days. I need 2 business days to download a game. And that is like the biggest, that is like if I need to write a resume for a VTuber resume, the first 2, reasonable price, 2 business days of downloading the game. Change your computer clock to download it over 1 hour.
Wait, this is so much fun. I like this. It's probably a rude thing to actually say in real life, but I like the idea of it.
It is okay. It might sound rude to be honest, but I'll be honest.
Hydrate.
My download speed is only 12 megabytes, and then my upload is just 1. Which
Oh no, I'm not talking about you about those criteria. Talking about like when somebody asks you, "Can I collab with you?" You just tell them, "Yeah, send me your resume and CV."
Yeah, it's rude.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We're gonna end up on Tweet Longer. Say who do they think they are?
Honestly, one day maybe. That was like my thought. My thought the first day of the podcast is, I wonder how quickly we'll get canceled.
To be honest,
I'm still kind of scared sometimes from time to time.
when I used to send people requests for collabs, I would type this. I'm Mimikun, a D20 Mimic VTuber who loves D&D, tower reading games, and any kind of collab. How are you with collabs? Or are you open to collab and stuff? So I present myself, introduce myself, say what kind of things I do, and then I usually send the link to my highlight video from my first collab with
Mitchen, do you hear me? Over.
You can hear in the background this video, which is a great representation of how a collab should be. Now, does sending these 2 help me get collabs? Maybe, I don't know. When you watch that, does it make you easier to see me? Maybe. I would love I would seriously love if someone who wants to collab with me will give me a highlight video of them, like some clips, so I can see how they sound, what's their energy. That would actually make me want to collab with them, assumingly that I love their energy. There's also a risk that maybe I see their CV or their resume, I see what they've done, who they collab with, I see the VTuber intro song, Arrow, I see that, and maybe I don't like it. What if I don't like it? What if I feel like, this is not my type of person? Like Peony, she has the VTube introduction song on her YouTube. When I wanted to collab with her, I believe she had it. I went there and watched it, and I said, "Oh, that's the kind of person I want to hang out with." So that's why I approached her.
Wait, don't you have one too?
I
I
do.
want to watch yours.
Oh, you do? It's horrible though. I hate it.
Let's watch it. Chad, don't you want to watch it?
If they're gonna watch mine, they're gonna have to watch yours as well. Are you prepared for that?
Alright, so what's the next question?
So here my burger says VTuber collab resume requirements. Credit score right up top. I can't be playing with broke people. 2. Education level, master's degree preferred. 3. Marital status, must be single to be on my stream. 4. Height over 6 feet preferred. 5. Game preferences, will be playing what I want.
Is this burgers?
Yeah, burger saying it.
Criteria?
Yeah, we will playing what I want, but I guess you can tell me your favorite game. I might listen.
My gosh, we'll never be able to collab with Burger at all.
No, actually, I kinda fit all of these requirements.
You fit? Which one?
All of them.
All of them?
I can buy any game. I don't want to, but I can. I have a master's degree. I'm single. Oh no, shit! I'm not 6 feet. I'm 5'8". Is that okay? You know, I can stand. I can wear tall shoes. I'll be 6 feet. And I can add my game preferences, but I match 4 out of 5 criteria. Get platform boost.
See, Anton wants to watch it. Let's go watch your VTuber introduction.
I'll put the link. Everyone can. You know what?
Let's go.
Let's do it like this. Here's my YouTube. Find it. Go
My
and find.
gosh, don't make people work.
Then don't watch it. It's in my Mimikun songs or MS Elboim songs music playlist. If you go to my channel, you go to playlists, you will find it there. Then you can watch all my cringy
I'm actually
songs.
trying to scroll back into our messages the first time you messaged me.
Oh, let's see. Nick.
I'm trying to find it.
We did message a lot on Twitter.
Not on Twitter. We pretty much went straight to Discord.
Oh, with Nix, I did a different approach. That was 2 months after I contacted Pichan. And with Pichan, I did the interview, like the introduction. Hey, I'm doing this and this and that. But with Nix, I did something else. So I saw that Nix had a debut. Oh no, you found it. I'm gonna post yours as
That
well.
was easy.
Time to post yours.
No.
So with Nix, I had a different approach, which might be the smartest. Oh, you pinned that as well? Look at you. So rude, this mod. Abusing her power.
You made me a mod, so I will.
This is the kind of mod bully that I like, actually. So with Nix, she was debuting. And my first message to her was, hey, Nix, kinda late to the party, but congratulations on your debut. Now, to be fair, I couldn't care less about her debut. I thought it's going to be a nice, warm approach to someone. And she said, thank you so much. I love the tower. And then she loves the tower reading. Now, I'm wondering, did you watch my stream after I said congratulations? Because she's like interested, who is that person? And then I said, I'm always down to more tower readings if you want one. Basically, I didn't introduce everything I do. Unlike with Pichan, I said, hey, I'm doing tower reading, I'm doing D&D, I'm doing this and this and that. She might not like any of those, and she didn't like any of those. With Nix, I just said congratulations. She got interested. She did the research. She told me she's interested in tarot readings. So I went with that. If she would told me I'm interested in D&D, I would say, hey, we're always looking for new D&D players. So basically, Bring it to them. And then Nix chased after me for collabs, and I was one of the easiest people to collab with.
I was instant collab that day.
So what's in your VTuber resume?
Mine are peonies.
Both. Nix, let's start with you.
I think if we're going serious, well, first of all, my seriousness is like I do need 2 business days. I'm not even kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I had a collab not too long ago where the game was 45 gigabytes, and I told them if we're gonna agree on this, we need to agree on it by this day so that I can download it, because it's gonna take a long time. And I actually screenshotted it and sent it to them saying, this is my proof. 1 day and 5 hours was the download time. And so that is definitely like the first thing that is on my resume is I need 2 business days to download the game. I think another is don't bring up controversial topics. If I'm doing a collab with you, and it's supposed to be like a casual game or like a puzzle game or something on the lines of that, like just don't randomly bring up controversial topics. Like if you want to talk about it after stream, I'm all for that, but don't bring it up on stream to make both of our chats uncomfortable. I would say I'm very flexible in terms of like language, because I don't care if people swear on my stream. I don't care if people are like a little lewd, because I do stream with people who are like lewd, but they're not like overly lewd to where I'm uncomfortable. But then the people who their whole entire branding is around lewdness, I stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
Let's say someone invites you to a collab and you see that they're overly lewd. How would you refuse?
I would probably say that I'm a say so streamer. I don't know how comfortable I would be with an overly lewd collab partner, because I have my tags as I am say so.
So it's a direct no. I don't
Yeah.
want to collab with lewd tubers.
Mm-hmm.
But though that might kind of might come out as an inclusive, if you know what I mean. I had lewd tubers who wanted to play D&D, and I kind of felt uncomfortable. Their model was overly lewd, and I didn't know if I say yes, no. What do I do with that?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I haven't spent enough time doing VTubing or I don't think I ever seen any YouTuber streams at all. So that if on YouTuber asked me to do a collab, I think I would do it just for the experience, to see how it is like. Cause I don't even know how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Maybe keep saying I'm a YouTuber. Well, you have Arrow in your name, but I don't think Arrow is a YouTuber. I count YouTubers as people who would retweet actual porn. You would retweet actual porn.
Well, but how are they gonna be like during stream?
So YouTubers,
they're not gonna like retweet porn during stream.
YouTubers that I collab with, they can be over sexualized. They can do.
Oh, give me an example. like if you had a YouTuber here right now doing podcasts,
So they can do a lewd voice. Oh, you're a mushroom tuber. Oh, you know what I think of mushrooms. This could be the whole stream, basically. Lewd innuendos, and
oh,
in a way that I will be brutally honest. Every single lewd tuber that I collab with, except Celeste, who is one of the most adorable people and the only lewd tuber I know who does lewd tubing as a joke, except for her, every lewd tuber that I collab with made me feel uncomfortable because I felt like they are uncomfortable by doing that. Oh, sweet. Like they doing that intentionally because they feel like they're forced to do it. I'm sorry, Mikun, I'll stop my nose. No. Izu, you're not a lewd tuber. Izu is saying no. Izu is like me. We say pee pee poo poo because it's funny. I'm talking about YouTubers who do it in order to, not because it's funny. Izu and me, we're doing it because it's funny.
so if it is funny, that's okay.
Yes, that's parody. That's okay. If it's seriously because they are making money out of it, that's not okay. For example, if we say, let's explicit, yes. If, for example, we play Doki Doki Literature Club, and one person said, I'm gonna go down, and then we all go like, ooh, it's a downer, like little children. That was funny. That was a joke. I didn't feel like Izu is saying that to attract people to pay money for her. But there are YouTubers who would say, oh yes, sweetie, you wanna look at my big deck of cards? And I feel like they're doing that seriously to make people pay money for them. And I'm saying that not only because of my experience with those kind of YouTubers, but also because I'm writing a thesis about this right now. And I read tons of articles who back up my claims that some people, let's be honest, some girls, some streamers would intentionally lead male viewers and manipulate them that kind of way, in order that they can sub and pay money for. Well, they
Wait, I feel like the chat is into that now.
Yeah, the big Yu-Gi-Oh deck or the Tarot deck. I have 6 decks of Tarot too.
Now you have to do it.
I will do it on Saturday. We're gonna have Mimic boyfriend experience. I would show you the thumbnail I made, but Pichan will leave us because she hates it. So they're making me, Pichan and Alanchi are making me a new thumbnail. Do you want me to see the art you made?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, the one that I made. Oh yeah, that one is good. Let people compare it.
Oh, you know what? Okay. Chat. I'll show you the art she made. I'll show you the thumbnail that I made. And actually, Nix, how are you with time? Do we need to end in 10 minutes or do you want to stay more?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so this is going to be the last thing and then we're going to do goodbyes. This is actually a great opportunity to sum up what's your plans for the week. So my plans, I'm going to keep streaming after this. We're going to play some games. But Saturday is going to be a special April Fool's. To be fair, lewdness is just selling point, and if a chat is not into it content, it's their choice to sub or donate. Yes, but I feel sometimes when it's too forced, it just makes... Saturday, there's going to be 3 special things. First of all, Izu and I are preparing something. It's a good reminder, Izu, that maybe if you're ready tonight to do the thing, it would be nice to start a day early. Second, I'm going to do a special D&D session with Peony and with Alnichi. They're going to be in a magical girls' school, and there's going to be some GL, some girls' love. We don't know.
It's called 2 Girls, 1 Dice.
Yes. We're going to call it 2 Girls, 1 Dice. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Because since Peony is there and she's able to say yes and no instantly, she's gonna take full responsibility for whatever happens. And it's gonna be her first D&D session as well. After that, I'm gonna do my first ever boyfriend experience on stream, which also Peony and Arnold forced me to do. This is the thumbnail I made. You can see the beautiful mustache, wine, and banana, which I think are really important. And this is the art that Peony made. Alicia is also making art. Both of them basically my Tsukihi and Karen. They're my babysitters now, my little sisters. Tell me which one is better for a boyfriend experience date. Of course, when a streamer is practically begging chat for money in return for money or subs, that's problematic. But when they are just being lewd or doing ASMR streams, the viewers like that, the support to the creator is valid. So chat, which do you prefer? This one or this one? Hey Jade! Thank you for jumping, for hopping by. Nix, what do you
which
think?
one is a better promo picture?
Nix,
Ooh.
you're into mustaches, I know that.
Oh my god.
Look, Borger loves both of them. You see, I told you, Peony. When I posted this on,
like both of them.
oh my god, when I posted this on Twitter, both Peony and Alicia, oh no, he's doing. Jade likes the left one. You see, they're like, he's doomed. He's a lost cause. We cannot say he's unredeemable.
I personally like the
The blue
right
one is better. Okay, I trust.
The blue one is better.
I trust Izu.
However, I think the other one is more funny.
Well, I don't want to go to that kind of fake date role play.
She wants the real deal.
The real
But
deal.
look at the right side. Look at this Ike man.
Oh my god.
So handsome. So
Izu
cute.
has the best solution. If you add the effects of the other. So Izu, I'm gonna take Peony's art. I'm gonna add the mustache, the wine, and the banana.
No. Don't do it.
Finkel, corporate. They're the same picture.
No.
Izu says yes, combine them.
I was thinking of combining
Okay,
them
but
too.
then you gotta lose the mustache.
But
Look at put him right next to me. I already feel good.
look at that. Isn't that perfect?
Okay, that's better.
Oh, that is good. That
oh
is
wait,
good.
something is missing.
No mustache, no mustache.
A
No.
pink mustache.
Oui, baguette croissant.
You know what? He still looks handsome.
You know, that's
He
okay.
does.
That's true.
Mhm. Still handsome.
You prefer no
But
mustache?
no mustache,
You're
no
fine.
mustache.
Fine, no mustache.
Where's the baguette?
The baguette. I'm gonna put him. Ah! There's a banana instead of baguette. I'm gonna put him next to Pichan. I'm gonna remove this. So it's gonna be fun Saturday. What about you, Nix? What's your next?
So I did say this on my stream last Friday. I am actually on a hiatus right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when I'm coming back. But the podcast will still be the same. So next week it'll be on my channel with a guest. But I will not be doing any collabs or regular streams that I normally would do. My thoughts are that the hiatus will be 1 to 2 weeks, but it easily could be 3 weeks.
And what about you, Pichan?
Hold on, let me look at my schedule.
Also, Nix, we're gonna talk in DMs about the next week,
Yes. I need to find a guest.
and we need to find a date as well. Schedule.
Does next Thursday not work for you?
Oh, you said Thursdays are gonna be problematic.
Right, because we have dates that you said you can't do it.
Oh yeah, but next one is okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back to the 1 p.m. GMT.
Yep.
So everyone, next Thursday 1 p.m. GMT, unless we say otherwise. Check out the Twitters. And lastly, the takeaways. We take 3 takeaways. And Pichan, if you got your schedule, tell us what's your next stream.
I just noticed that I have like 300 followers, so probably gonna do some surprise.
Congratulations!
Oh, thank you. At some point, probably like Friday tomorrow at some point. But then Saturday morning, yes, I have that. Two girls, one dies. D&D going on Saturday. And then at the same time, Saturday night, there will be the Say So Karaoke collab.
No more alcohol.
But that's it.
No.
I forced her to never drink alcohol anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm not drinking alcohol anymore.
Put the pink mustache on Pichan! Woo!
What did I do?
We didn't tell me where, so I'm gonna put it on her forehead.
Wow.
Nah, it doesn't look good. We're gonna put it here. So takeaways. Nix, what's your takeaway from today?
Oh, I don't know what my takeaway is.
We talked about games.
Oh,
We talked about how to
Setting
read
boundaries.
the room, setting boundaries, say no.
Setting boundaries that you're comfortable with.
Setting boundaries. What about you, Pichan? What's your takeaway from today?
I was very impressed. It gave me like new insight and enlightenment when you told me that you need to your collab partner comes first before your viewers because I never thought it that way because you said that your viewers come first when you're solo streaming because they're the one who gives you attention, love, donation, subs. Yes, it makes sense, but when it comes to collabing and the person is collabing with you, that they're doing it for free. So therefore you need to they come first before your viewers. I was like, oh, that actually make very sense. It's like, huh. So that was a good insight.
Collab partners come first. Now I'll add suffer for content. Of course, to a logical amount, not too much. But if you play a game that you don't really like, sometimes it's okay. You don't. I want to say suffer and I say don't suffer. So let's go with sometimes. Suffer for content. Sometimes. And I think that's it. That is it for today. I gave a shout out to Pichan. Please follow her. And did a shout out to Nix. Next week we're gonna be on Nix's channel with a special guest. We don't know yet who. But if you wanna be a guest on this show, please send us your CV, your resume.
Yeah. And it's both hosts.
And we will.
Must include your marital status.
You have to be single because there's partial relationship with the viewers. If you're married, they're not into you. That's a problem. If you're dating someone, that's a problem. 6 foot
Your
tall at
credit
least.
score.
Yeah. And if you're a girl, your boobs has to be at least 6 up. If you're a boy, PP size at least 6 inches.
Hey, how did I get in here?
We don't have guests yet, so we have to make do with what we have.
Apply now.
Apply now.
Apply now. We'll see who makes the application next
Oh
week.
my gosh, I'm never gonna be able to be invited again.
It might be okay to 5 out of 6 standards. It has to.
It's my booba. It's my booba. It's the obstacle.
Luckily, you have some people like Alnichi who gives you booba in art.
There you go.
Aaron Burger makes a resume. Also, Bunny asked how to make a resume. You know, you don't know how to. You just Google how to make a resume. And there's some really amazing websites. My resume, by the way, is really, really beautiful.
Wait, Alnichi's here.
Alnichi! Woo!
Hello.
The
We
ghost
missed
that
you.
hunts the building. How do you sleep? Very interesting refusal DMs will be sent. I just got in and that's the first thing I hear. Pichan with Booba, when? Actually, we have some art of Pichan with Booba already. Let me show you the first art that... here's the one.
The one that Anichi did?
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Anichi's so kind. She gave me booba that I don't have.
She made it in MS Paint as well. Really damn impressive.
Wow.
So talented.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
It's very cute.
And that's it, ladies. Do you have anything, any last words? Something to add?
Well,
Send in your resumes.
Well, as always, I really enjoyed this podcast. It was my honor and pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Nix and Mimikun, for having here. I really love this podcast so much. I listen to it when I drive to work, and then like if I miss anything, I go back and I watch the VOD. It gives me so much insight. I think I super appreciate you two for doing this stream.
Thank you for waking up at 4 in the morning for my schedule.
It was so worth it. Of course, I'll do it again if I could.
Yeah, props to you for waking up.
Mm-hmm. And to everyone, all the listeners, thank you so much for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I will keep streaming. I have 4 more hours until something, and then I will see you. Wait, today is Thursday, right?
Today is
Oh.
Wednesday for
Today,
me.
Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. Right. So, tomorrow I have studies. I'm gonna go to university, but I might stream in the evening. We'll see. But Saturday, please join us in next week on Nix's channel. And that's it. Thank you, ladies,
I will
again.
see you guys next
Thank
week.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Woo! Thank you for joining us. Woo! Yay! Now let's open VTube Studio and start a new recording.
Elvana_Evergarden, welcome to the party.